Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third qualifier of VCL Rivals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting day. We're starting a little bit later at 7 o'clock, but nevertheless, we do have some really interesting games for you guys today, or at least right now. We have Nightshade versus Kaizen Esports. This is meant to be an awesome set of matches for you guys. Plenty of entertainment. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my casters back from the previous weeks. You've seen them before, Mew and Onyx. Why don't you introduce yourselves, you two?
Yeah, Sonics. Mew, got anything to say?
I got nothing to say. I'm Mew. Hi.
That sounds great. We'll be streaming tonight. Casting for this game. I'll be on for the next 2 games, and you'll be on for this game and the last game. You'll be accompanied by Paper Teeth for the final game.
Awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, for your first match, we have Haven, and that's looks like that's about it. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the action. It is definitely going to be an interesting match.
Nobi?
Your hovers are already happening.
Oh, fuck.
You'll have to see it.
Where's Mew, if you want to take over for a sec.
Alright, so
I'll quickly be right back.
it seems that we have the Kaizen Esports Connor roster versus Nightshade here on our first match of the day. Kaizen Esports, they're hovering an actual team comp, and now Nightshade is hovering their team comp of choice.
Right.
Or at least it appears. They have 4 initiators. That could be their team comp. You never know.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like Nightshade is definitely the hovering the initiators is interesting. But now, as you can see, they are switching to their appropriate agents here. We have Aaron on the Jet, Karma on the Sova, Zoom on Astra, Zenin on KJ, and Crusoe on the Breach. As you can see, that double initiator comp on Haven is interesting. Great dynamic. It is on attack, so let's see how that plays out. But it also looks like Kaizen is running the double initiator comp as well on attack this time. And this is generally known as an attack-sided map. So
I'm back, by the way.
Awesome. Welcome back.
Hello, Onyx.
Thank you. Yeah, we can see quite a nice game going on here. Defenders
make sure you guys do
here
your alt-right bracket. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, of course. Nightshade has 1 initiator. 2 initiators, actually. 1 sentinel, a duelist, and a controller. Quite a simple setup we see in VCL Rivals quite often. And if I bring myself over to Nobi here, I could see that he's watching Breach. Breach seems to be looking at a wall right now. We rotate between players, seeing these guys preparing to defend. We have a simple 2 on C, but marking both entries to C, marking both entries to A. And we have Breach kind of trying to stun down a sewer. He's going to open Jet to get a nice little peek, get a few kills maybe if people are close enough, but of course he might trigger it. Okay, he's triggered it on perfect timing. Jet's going to go for the quick peek, but no one is in her hindsight. We can see B not being guarded very well by Breach. If this were an attack on B, Breach would have been long gone by now, but info is quickly communicated and people are on A. A long is going to be the opportunity here for the other opposing team, which would be Kaizen Kana. And they're going to come simply onto A, not too loud, but not too quiet. Ooh, we can see Aaron just gets a nice little dink, pulls away, leaving 1 player at sewers, and everything starts to lighten up. The enemy Jet of Kaizen comes in and immediately gets killed. Omen and Sova push in together and get 2 kills, 1 assisted by Cypher. And here we can see the spike initiating, ready to be planted into the ground. We can see on our map that we have 1 in heaven and 1 coming to push a link. Killjoy gets a quick kill from up top, but is she ready for what's going to happen next? She's considering whether she should drop down or not. Drops down and gets killed immediately. NS Zoom is the only player left, and are Kaizen going to win here? Nope, because as soon as they get the dink, she immediately traded off, and attackers win the first round.
Great round by Kaizen there. They just take all the space that they can, you know. Nightshade really had no defense against that. They almost won the round, but it just wasn't enough. With the Cypher and the Sova combining for all 5 kills of that round on the side of Kaizen Connor roster. Great A execute by them.
Yeah,
I don't really have much to say about that.
Yeah, that was a good execution. They did, of course, seem to be questioning themselves on the defense. The defense was doing very good until the attack came in and just improvised. You can see another push on A here. This time, the opposing breach pushes down while we see everyone rushing down C long. Are they going to reveal themselves early or make too loud footsteps? Who knows, but I'm sure the enemy team won't be expecting a 4-stack flank this early. Killjoy keeps subtle with her lineups here, with that turret creeping. Quickly gets a bit of damage on breach, but it's immediately destroyed. The whole flank is going to be a nice little setup to watch here. Everyone's sort of guarding. Killjoy's trying to find an opening to get into sight. The flank technique hasn't worked, that's to say the least. Definitely hasn't worked. We could see Crusoe coming around. Nothing too much going on, just casual kills. Crusoe tries to eliminate one of the other teammates, but fails to. And now we see Killjoy hunting on quickly, trying to get eliminated just to end this. Ooh! Maki Zenin with 1 kill. Doesn't seem to aspire though. I don't think it will aspire. She's camping now. She's given up hope. Could have gone in for a few more kills, you know. 59 health seems doable. Yep, no, nothing happening. So what's going to happen here is a second win will be taken up by Kaizen here, and the team that started off so subtly on attack are now winning. So not much I can say really.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of expect that.
Here.
If you're Nightshade in that situation, you kind of have to go for some type of play there. You can't play a default. You have the lower guns, so you have to do something. They gamble stacked to see it didn't work out as Kaizen was on A. And then they just lost the huge team fight on flank. Never is going to end well if you lose a massive team fight like that. However, they do get the 1 gun taken down by the Killjoy at the very end of the round there.
Indeed they do, and the round starts there with immediate breach done. We are now watching C Garage and B as an opposition to A for the last 2 rounds, and we can see that A is well defended, the only side that's well defended. Quick pick from Aaron here, and Aaron and Sova, Jet and Sova, seem to be quite intentful on pushing a flank, but they do wait to access their mobility. Omen pushes onto B window now, trying to secure a quick kill if Jet is peeked and dies, but no trades will happen. I don't know how Jet's not seeing Breach's shoulders there, but apparently not. Action breaks out immediately. Everyone pulls back for a second, and the mood of the game comes down. They're now going to reroute into C Garage, one with the Sheriff, one with the Bulldog, 2 with the Bulldog. Oh, Maki's only gets a quick head dink. He's probably going to retreat from here, since the Guardian isn't the best option when you're facing Bulldogs and a Sheriff. But it seems the stun comes in clutch final second, and here everything slows down. I'm pretty sure Breach stunned himself. I don't know. That'd be quite stupid. Here we can see Omen putting out a few shadows. Quick kill from Aaron though. Jet isn't playing games here. 15 HP, but that does not scare her from pushing. Still on the run here. Kaizen Muddy is getting shot at and somehow surviving at the miracle of Big Man upstairs. Waiting here. It's all going to be over in a second. Location's revealed and wall banged to death. Spike is dropped.
Huge round by Nightshade there. You don't lose any of your guns, so you're looking very good for this 4th round of the game. Kaizen there, they were trying to look for the picks and then explode onto a site off of that. They couldn't really get anything. Cypher dropped on A, and then the 1 guy dropped garage, and then everyone else dropped after that. They didn't have enough people to just simply trade everything out. And huge round by Nightshade there to not let Kaizen start building huge momentum in their favor.
Indeed, that is quite true. Here we are now going to be watching 2-1. Whose perspective am I watching from? What is happening? Okay, never mind. Everything's back. We are watching from Jet's perspective here. Jet pulls back immediately after being humbled by all those gunshots. Thought they'd pull in and go for a few kills. Seems not though. We do see a 4 stack on A right now, 2 going into B window here. 1, I meant. The spike's been regrouped and they've decided they're going to go to mid instead of A, but mid to where, that is the question. Yeah, everyone's ready here to push out, but I'm pretty sure one will probably get humbled because we can see Killjoy slightly peeking at C Garage, but that doesn't seem to be. Ooh! 1 shot is fired and Jet survives, possibly at the brim of her teeth. And now they're pushing on to B. I don't know why they're just lurking here, waiting for too long. Is this wait for too long going to cost them the round? Oh, immediate stun put onto the defenders. The defenders can't rush on now. They can't find an entry. This round may not be one or maybe one. It's still a 5v5, but we can see that the attackers are asserting dominance on the site here. A flash is quickly made, but that does not stop Jet, who quickly gets a kill. And now it's really just going to be up to Breach and his util to save this round for the defenders, because we can see the defenders are now equal again to the players in the attackers. Everything's sort of staying balanced out. 2 attackers, 2 defenders, but they are quite compact on site. They don't really have every angle down here, especially A-Link, and that's probably going to be their downfall, because they've all been taken out after one goes down, the other goes down, because teamwork was not relevant in that situation, which has costed them the round.
Yeah, so Nightshade there, they got the opening kill, and then Kaizen kept getting the trade to equalize it, and then Nightshade kept taking back the advantage, and it became too much for Kaizen. They could not ever have the advantage in that round. And then it came down to the 2 versus 1. The Omen left in that situation, could not convert it. And a good round for Nightshade to win there, as Kaizen now is on the Eco round.
Okay, round starts, and now we're watching Killjoy setting up her imports and stuff at Sea Garage, which she has been highly prestigious for, defending very well, pretty much with all her might and her life there. Defenders did win the last round, stopping the momentum of the attackers, but the momentum may be increased here. We can see 3 of them guarding A, which is a bit excessive since nobody's on B except for Killjoy's lineups, and breaking them and planting will work if Omen can get smokes down quick enough to block off Killjoy. Breach still watches, but from a subtle angle. He's staying gentle and low profile with where he is. He's going to start pushing on now, though, while everyone's still debating where to get on B. This is such boring gameplay played by the attackers here. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the attackers really, like, don't know how to push onto site or know when the time is, apparently, because Kaizen has been watching this site slightly from one angle for like 45 minutes, and they haven't been checking A-Link or C-Link to make sure that it's actually clear. They've literally just been looking at it like a bunch of lunatics. But I'm sure that once they've pushed onto site, they're going to continue that lunatic stance to get a bunch of kills, as Jet just peeks out like a lunatic and peeks again while reloading like a lunatic. But that's what we love here. We love that energy of confidence. Nightshade Karma fails to get a kill on Link, but everything is reduced now to a 1v1. Simple and short. Sova has an ult and he's going to play some simple stuff, basic fundamentals of the game. Ult when the defuse happens. Are we going to see it? Yep, there's nowhere to run. Astra does not have the capabilities to run. Waiting for Sova to time out here, which he's not going to do. He's going to use every single one of those bursts he gets to ensure that the spike goes off, and attackers regain their momentum in this round and go again for the win.
Yeah, Kaizen there, they were not favored to win that round. They had the Sheriffs, they had the Stingers. But like happened in the last round for Nightshade, they just got the first kill and then they traded everything down. And the Sova was able to get the ultimate and the Vandal. And then, as Onyx said, he just played fundamental Valorant. Play for your ultimate. Use it when he starts defusing the bomb. And
exactly that.
Led to a huge round win for Kaizen.
Indeed it did, and now we watch Astra. Myself as an Astra main, I love watching Astras play. Quick Smoke played on main this time, but it was just a recall. That is nice, but no one did peek from sewer, so it was a wasted opportunity. And now we can see Sova's drone going out. To its surprise, and ironically, it's killed. I wonder what would happen if you put it somewhere. You know there's going to be 5 people. And now we just watch Omen quickly scouting out the situation, ready to push into B with fellow teammates, but his fellow teammates aren't ready to push, so they do retreat. Once again, we see a common flaw of Kaizen, or maybe what makes them so good at attacking sites and being unexpected. Their slow approaches. And here we can see that they approach onto the site. There's 2 players who camp there like NPCs. Will they be caught off guard? No, they won't! 2 kills from that Sova before being eliminated. Jet quickly gets 2 kills, sends Spike down, and Cypher's quickly trying to use his ult, trying to catch the enemies out. But is he too late is what we're going to find out here. He's got the Spike, but Every site is guarded. The only site he could push to now is A, but will he have time? No, he won't. With a 25-second orbit, he is killed, and Jet takes that quick win with an easy 3k, and Honored Sova goes down after taking 2 quick spam kills.
So with Kaizen's entire team on C, and only the 2 Nightshade defenders on C, the Nightshade were able to catch Team Kaizen off guard. Sova drops 2, the Jet peeks off of his death and gets the 3, and a huge round for Nightshade.
What is Nobi doing right now?
Does not let Kaizen build any momentum in their favor.
Indeed, he doesn't. It's really going back and forth here after a rocky start, and now it's going to be quick little recall, tricking the attackers once again. No one pushes from sewer once again. One of my pet peeves I hate, Astra's using their abilities and their team just not understanding what's happening here. Jonah tries to push on, pushes on, he does, but he fails to secure any kills as no one's on site. Killjoy is now running, it seems. She's too nervous on pushing onto site, waiting for the whole team to regroup here. It seems there'll be people at Haven and there'll be people on site, but nobody right now is able to watch as the defender Killjoy goes up. Jet quickly distances herself, but is it going to be long enough? The spike might be defused by then. Is the spike going to start going off? Will one of the players have to take one for the team? No, they won't, but I am the hunter, apparently. Sova's going to go quickly for those strikes once again. The second time we see a Sova ult in this game, and this time from the defenders. While the diffuser is quickly taken out, the attackers are holding a strong firm hold. No one's pushing through smoke to catch anyone off guard, which is quite a flaw. Everyone's just shooting bullets like it's rampant front lines. The defenders quickly take out the attackers, but are they in time? Yes, they are. They quickly take a defender's win and halt Kaizen's momentum fully. For what a great win, from a nervous situation to a great retake.
That's got to be a nerve-wracking round for Nightshade. Obviously, you're not favored. Obviously, you are favored to win that round if you're Nightshade. My apologies. You have the guns, and you have the ult economy too. They use the 2 ults there, the Killjoy and the Sova ult, and to only barely win it by less than a second. That's got to be nerve-wracking for Nightshade. But you know, all that matters is they won the round. You know, they could be looking to build some momentum of their own here.
And people could be, and now we see another util being used on the entry of A. It's always on the entry of A, and that's really what discourages the team. At this point, they might as well just put something on the entry of A and then just leave and go to B or C, because every time some util is played on the entry of A, Kaizen just rotates. It's really as simple as that while we watch the defenders waiting for a push. Astra peeks, but the jiggle peek does implicate damage here, and Astra just going to stay back, put down a star, but it's going to be triggered way too late in time, and now it's really just Astra. Astra's gone. It's gone. No idea where she's gone, but she's gone. And now we can watch a Jet on site in the casual camping position on C site on Haven. The rest of the team are just lurking on site. They're all watching one angle though, which is going to be a flaw, and it really is going to get to them. So Omen identifies this and is now watching behind him. 2 people watch long where Cypher is, which is a bit stupid, and you could have one watching Garage, because why watch your own teammate, you know what I mean? Oh wow, everyone comes on with a quick dink but gets killed. Blinding from Breach, who somehow survives that quick peek. Sova quickly gets 1 kill. Mew secures 2 kills before keeping sight down. And now it's really going to be watching Sova trying to push onto a site where a spike is about to go off. The decision here is to save or not to save. And here we see Sova in his own Shakespeare little mind, running away, saving the util and the creds.
Something that we've seen a lot so far in this game is Kaizen, they just fully get the site, and then no kills have happened. It's a 5 versus 5 in the retake. And then on the site, a lot of kills happen very fast. And that happens every round, but it depends whose favor it goes in. In this round, it went in Kaizen's favor. They stopped Nightshade's momentum. They do have the economy, though. And we do see the Sova gearing up for some type of strat this round on B site. Great round by Kaizen there.
And now we watch people pushing on to A, but the quick recall smoke tricks them once again. They just keep falling for it, but once again they don't push. It's like a magician tricking his opponent, knowing a trick that tricks his opponent, but not doing the trick. Like, what's happening here? It's very confusing, and now wallbangs are played with probably the most inaccurate sprays ever. But it doesn't seem to matter because A has been easily infiltrated. They're putting too much attention into B and flanking on defense, and this is really what's making them struggle, pushing back onto A. But we have seen their glorious attempts in retaking A, and it has seemed to prove its glory. Jet comes up into heaven, but surely it wasn't quiet because we do see a cautious Killjoy coming onto site. Cypher does block her off though. Instead of saying in the cage, she says outside of the cage. She's not going to shoot though, and that's really what's going to stop them here. Getting 1 kill only, they're limited until Karma comes in and quickly trades their teammate, probably regretting not having peeked a second earlier. Aaron's pushing in again, Jet is pushing in again, comes in and checks every little dugout possible, is now blinded while Kaizen is stunned, but still get a kill. Everyone's just been getting kills on the team while they've been trying to retake. It's rampant rampage, and Kaizen takes another win, regaining their full momentum. A timeout's about to start here, which really means that Nightshade's coach is going to be urging them to stop just keeping this rocky little road here and actually start taking dominance on the other team and winning a bunch of rounds here. And Mew will give you an updated sort of status on that.
Correct, I will. So, Nightshade, obviously, they do have the pretty similar comps. As Onyx said, they are more attacker-sided with the 2 initiators. The only differences is being the Astra for the Omen on the side of Nightshade and the Killjoy for the Cypher. So both have pretty attacker-sided comps. Nightshade loves to take a lot of space. They have been doing that all game. They've been going on the flanks, and the retakes have been explosive. But something hasn't been working out as Kaizen has been winning rounds, starting to build some momentum. So Nightshade's coach is using this opportunity to take a timeout, tell them what to do, get it together, you know. And we do have the timeout coming to an end in a couple seconds. Yeah, just 1 more second left on that timeout.
And that is true. We've come back into the loading phases of the game, and we're really going to see them starting up on A again like they've been doing every other round. And at this pace, nothing's going to change unless Nightshade defends more efficiently, but it doesn't look like they're defending more efficiently because they've still got that 4 on B, 1 on A. Killjoy's isolated and alone. If she's pushed quickly, she'll be rampantly taken out here. Astra's doing like a quick fake, but with no one on A, it's just wasting like Star's timeout. Like, no one's going to be watching that, and now all they've got smoked off is B. Anyone who hops through B will probably be killed, which is true, and they are going to hop through B themselves here, though. So they might come into a quick collision, but Sova comes on slightly quietly, trying to catch anyone off guard here. Jet camps with knives back here, but doesn't push anything. Now they've revealed their status and location. Everyone's pushing onto A quicker than ever, knowing this is their only opportunity to even get onto a site if they do. But still, they're being quite precautious about it here. The spike's being put down. Jet's here watching one angle. The other teammates seem to have her back, but no one has Heaven covered, which might be where Jet is killed, as we just are going to see here probably. Killjoy is waiting along the lines of Heaven, but not actually showing herself too much. And here we can see a quick 1v1 between Sova and Astra, with a teammate assisting but being taken out. Sova's not having it, trades it off, the defuse begins. One attacker, Sova, is coming up, has 2 kills right now. The classic play fails and the Dink doesn't get the kill.
So Nightshade there on the timeout. I was wondering if the coach was going to say, we need to be more aggressive or we need to be less aggressive. Coach opts for a more aggressive play, which they do, and it works out as Nightshade wins the round. That's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought the coach was going to say, be less aggressive, play defense, but it worked out, so what do I know about anything?
Fair enough. Okay, and I watched the new round. We did just see that somehow defenders did take a win last round, and the attackers are still being subtle about their attack. Something we can see about Nightshade, they do have that great ability to retake whenever they're playing against a team, and now it's going to be attackers slowly traveling to see like a bunch of camels on a pilgrimage, following each other in a straight line. Mew falls out and becomes an anomaly, and so he becomes an anomaly of the team, now dead on the ground. Muddy is going to now try to smoke C Garage, and now they've rushed onto site faster than ever, ready to plant down that spike and really take over C. Something they do greatly, but something the defenders do greatly is retaking, and now we're really going to see if their ability to retake on C comes in clutch or not, because that's not something we've really seen them do. Sova does come out with a drone, sterilizes the location, and now the best option for Jet here would be to hop down, because it's just not a great look when you're being stunned like that, exactly that, as I predicted. Jet comes on, gets 2 kills, redirection, 3 kills, comes in for the 5th kill of the round.
Oh my
Aces.
god!
And that is just great. The oh my god from Nobi comes in, and you know it's a good moment when that comes through. Jet aces, quickly rising the momentum and speed of the round. And now it's the last round before the switch, and will we see a 7-5 from the defenders?
I mean, wow. Like, what?
Wow, that was. I got Nobi to unmute for that. That was obviously very huge. You just have the Jet taking over that round. There's not much else to say. Gets the ace, wins the round. Yeah, not much else to say about that.
That's great. The quick stun comes in on A. This time it is useful, but Jet fails to get a quick kill from the operator, sort of decreeing her glory and the glory of Jets with operators from last round. And here we're gonna watch a quick, nasty, dirty kill on that Cypher. As soon as he turns the corner, first thing he's greeted by is a big operator, and that shaft is looking at nothing but his small face, ready to penetrate through it and take a new hole in it. And now we can see Jet and Omen slowly center on to C. Killjoy is watching, but not watching the entrance, I'll say that much. He's watching B, trying not to get flanked. Seems to be a moment of nerve wracks for him. And here, the defenders are still stacking on A. They're prioritizing A since they love it so much. Attackers are doing their casual thing where they go hilly-billy and walk slowly to their site. Breach is going to show himself in a little second, and is he going to get caught off guard by Astra's jiggle peek or not? Or is Astra going to get caught off guard by that whole team? As we can see, 2 of them peeking now. They're walking in a straight line like a bunch of camels once again. But it doesn't matter, because now whatever Astra does, she's still off her feet, running away to safety. Everyone else is left vulnerable though on site, and now it's just going to be a matter of who attacks first. Who makes the first move is really going to matter, because the attackers are a player down. If the attackers make the first move, they can catch someone off guard and get a few kills, even at the scores.
Lock in sight.
One enemy remaining.
Quick 4K, sorry, had to tend to something. Yeah, that's
Wow. I
simple.
mean,
Simple 4K from Jet.
Yeah.
This Jet is on fire. 18 kills, and it's only round 13.
yeah. I mean, Aaron is just dominant right now. I mean, the past 2 rounds, you've just been able to see like that retake. Both times he got an ace and the 4K were retakes on C site. And I mean, like, come on, like that just you have to realize like, you have to give credit to him, but also his initiators for setting him up with the util. The breach stun is set up pretty much perfectly to stun the first person that he sees so that he gets that pick, and he's just mechanically, gifted enough to just get the rest of them. Like that retake, his ability to retake C pretty much like only with the help of that initiator util is huge.
Indeed.
Okay, now we see Jet, this time with a frenzy, no creds, sort of just opposed to play. Sort of opposed to play here with a frenzy, like there's no other option. Nightshade Karma does have a classic and is just waiting to get onto that site. Not really any progress made here though, sort of just waiting, waiting for the team to make a decision. Nightshade seems to be spread out everywhere randomly, because you can see they're all just stuck in A. Sova was all the way somewhere else, and they've just regrouped now successfully. Zoom seems to be going down with Sova now, though once again they're spreading out, which isn't the best thing that they should be doing right now. Astra comes in quickly, but shortly, you know, quick, but not for long. Stops there. They will stop there. It's very stupid. I don't know what's going on anymore. They're still doing that slow attack thing they love to do, but is it going to prove well this time? Because they're all stunned. Half of them are stunned. And there's like 5 people on site. NS Zoom is not playing around here today though. 4 of them have been killed as soon as they go onto site, and the defenders are just flipping sterilized here. Nothing they can do in this situation, and now attackers are going to come out and secure the final kill because they do not want this round to last the whole time the spike takes. Flawless win. NS Karma comes on, quickly gets some kills, and yeah, that's really what happened because NS Zoom wasn't playing games either. 4 kills were made quickly on that site, and the final kill was taken easily for that quick round win. These guys have now been on 4 round wins in a row, and it's
Good
not
momentum
proving
being built
good
for
for the
them.
defenders.
On the attack side, with the sides being switched, Nightshade obviously they played it a little bit differently. They have the default instead of all 5 stacking up on the same place, and they got the
do,
kill.
and
42
round-
people right now are watching.
Yep, the round starts, and we have Zenin here, Killjoy, just sitting on B, not much to do after her long silent camps on C. Gary. Oh wow, Cypher comes out and is quickly killed. To his surprise, not only is there 1 person, 2 people waiting there to really make his life hell. Now we see NS Karma here, just walking onto site blatantly, checking all the angles, knowing the teammates behind him and trying to clear it out for them. Reload happens, and as Karma takes on the casual camp spot on C site to watch Link. The one and only, you know it, on top of the flip inward logs. Defenders aren't scared though apparently, and they push on, and to their grief, 5 players looking at them and just kill them. 5 whole players just staring them dead into the soul, giving Nightshade their 5th round win in a row, and this game will be over quite soon if things continue at this rate. I'm assuming at a score of 13-7.
That is the good prediction there. Obviously, Nightshade is playing attack differently to the way that Kaizen did. They're getting kills before planting the bomb. We're seeing less and less 5 versus 5 retakes. Not much else to say. It's been 2 flawless rounds for Nightshade. Just pure dominance on this attack side. And as the Jet gets another 4K, he's still on fire. He didn't go anywhere. Here's the Onyx has gone for a
No,
second.
I'm back.
He is back.
Anyways, Jet here is shining because 23 kills to 8 deaths is nothing surprising. They're pushing on again. No one's died yet, but it's pretty much just the game playing out here. Normal casual start game. And I think, like, Kaizen really needs to come up with a strategy here to deal with Nightshade's slow attacking pushes. Because, like, they love doing it. They just love watching sites for like ages and then coming on, but they are quite quicker than, of course, Kaizen did. So Kaizen should have a counter to their own pushing technique. If not, it's a bit embarrassing. The spike is down here though. 3 attackers stand to 5 defenders, and it's really not looking good here. Because you can just see that Kaizen Sova and Kaizen's Omen and Breach are on both opposite sides while they push on. Jet's been somewhere else lurking, no idea what's going on there. Aaron tries to get a few kills for the team, but is quickly humbled, and that's really no outcomes here. 1 attacker to 2 defenders is great, from 3 attackers to 5 defenders though, and it's really seeming like a situation where the spike is going to get defused no matter the outcome. Immediately killed as soon as the smoke comes off, and that's the round here for the defenders' first win in who knows how long. 5 rounds.
That was a great round win if you're Kaizen, you know. You break the 5-round momentum that Nightshade had going. And this goes heavily unspoken about, but the Breach, he got his first kill of the game in that round on the side of Kaizen. That's got to be a huge morale boost for him, as maybe he can start turning it around and start doing better for his team in this game. However, he has had a lot of impact with the stuns and the flashes, to give him his credit, even though he hasn't been winning a lot of gunfights. But maybe that will turn around now.
That is true, and of course watching this game at a 9-6 score, I'm very excited for the last game which I'll be casting, which will probably have a much closer score, I'd assume. Target hit here, and they're all off their feet. The defenders stand no chance here, having one of their locations revealed, and their feet being shook off the ground. Consider their timbers shivered. The plant is being put down straight onto site, and now it's not really looking good because the defender who tries to approach from flank is immediately taken down by an Astra who almost knew he was there, even though he's the one who's meant to know locations. Clearing out by Breach. Breach isn't even watching the angle he clears out, showing his confidence in that util, but I don't think it was proven to be so glorious. Nightshade Karma waits to get that quick kill, blops his aim on the Omen unfortunately, and is taken out, to which could have been a great performance there.
Yeah, the Breach we talked about last round, he got his first kill. This round he got a second. He's hopefully starting to turn things around, which would be huge for Kaizen, as they have won the past 2 rounds, you know. Maybe starting to build some momentum of their own, but I would be very sad if I cast or curse to them, as it appears to have been happening a lot. That's how the cast or curse goes, you know, but yeah, good round for Kaizen there. We have a round coming right up here, though.
Get out of my way!
Indeed we do, and immediately get out of my way is heard, which means that one of the Jets is holding their ult. Unfortunately for us, it is the one with 24 kills here. 10 kills from the other top fragger. And they're really just waiting to see people's heads, just scouring to defeat them, penetrate those heads from all different angles. And now we're just going to watch subtly. All angles are checked here. Jet is ready to push on, but once again wasting time with these slow pushes. Sova is just stood there teabagging right now, teabagging nothing. Blocked sight. Jet flops the push in, but still gets the kills, renews the knives, and now is waiting for further assistance from the teammates. They're going to come in and plant quickly, very quickly. They're shooting to make noise. Jet and Omen come from Link. Breach comes from up top, and this might be a lethal strike. All in assistance play to each other. Trevor is played, and now we're just waiting for James, mate. Manav is blinding here, and 2 HP. The only thing he can do is assist his team, but not for long because he is taken out quickly. Oh, Open gets that sleep kill, but is quickly taken out, and Gaia's Vengeance does not get any vengeance at all. Attackers win the round, have taken back their momentum, and maybe they'll win 3 more rounds, and my prediction will be right. But a timeout is starting from Kaiser Mew, because Kaiser Mew does not like the fact that they've lost a game after winning 2. Now the whole team's going to get yelled at for performing well, and we're going to have to see how that affects their morale.
Yeah, my apologies. I cast or cursed Kaizen. So to all the Kaizen fans and players out there, my apologies.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It was me. I do take full blame for that. Yeah, timeout going down here for Kaizen. Obviously, they got to cook something up here. I do have a message in my DMs from Mr. 1K Certified saying, "Yo, I need a little bit of time right here." That is a quote from Mr. Certify and not me, to be fair to him. I don't know who the IGL is, nor do I agree with that. I'm sure he's a great fella.
Yeah, anyways, timeout's active, and
I don't really have much else to say about that, but
Kaizen does not seem to have
hopefully
a good...
the IGL can cook up a good strat here. And hopefully the coach is giving them, you know,
Let him cook.
Whatever.
Let him cook.
Whatever the
We
coach.
let them cook, bro.
Yeah, the coach is cooking. Hopefully the IGL is cooking too.
We let them cook, man. We're just gonna have to see what the outcome is here. But yeah, nevertheless, everything seems to be 10-7 things and Valorant things. And speaking of Valorant things, Chet is dead. Not back here, probably went for a piss or something, but finally returns. Manav goes for that quick jiggle peek. To his surprise, there's 3 people there, and blinding. Blinding doesn't work here in this situation though, because when you have a stinger and 3 vandals running at you with no mercy or any sort of sovereign here, this Jet is looking to get some quick sleep kills. Nightshade attackers watch their flank carefully, getting ready to push into Garage, aware of the people at Garage of course. One Cypher lurks there, and that Cypher does have 13 kills, so it is simply something to worry about, considering it's the same amount of kills as the second fragger on Nightshade. Of course, we can't forget the glory of the man who just rushed into sight. I shouldn't say man, person who just rushed into sight with 26 kills and 10 deaths. They're not to be played with, and if Jet just shot right now, he'd get 2 kills. Just shoot, please. Oh my god. Okay, 2 double kills made by Jet here. Is it going to be a triple on a frenzy user, or is it going to be... Oh, never mind. To his surprise, 3 people are looking at him, and to our surprise, he's dead. Jonah comes onto site. They're all ready to defuse it. It's a 3v3, and Killjoy sets off the lineups quite early here. Brain freeze, talk about it. There are 4 attackers to 3 defenders. My bad, I got that wrong. Anyways, now 2 of them are dead. So it's going to be another attacker's win here, because as soon as he hops on the spike, as soon as he meets his fate, and that round ends quite quickly. 2 more rounds and the attackers take their glory.
Yeah, that was a good round by Nightshade there, you know. You're a favorite to win that round. You have the guns, and they do win that round because they had the guns. Not much Kaizen could do there on the low purchase, but, you know, obviously going up against a 28 and 11 Jet it's got to be a struggle for Kaizen, but we'll see what they can do here in these last couple of rounds.
We will really have to see what they can do in these last couple of rounds. And what we're watching here is the same sort of approach, but this time the attackers are on C, and I don't think it's been very common. We've seen them on C here. Kaizen Mew with that Immortal 2 gun buddy, sneaking up behind. Of course, not very much like the Mew we have in here right now. He could never get Immortal. I'm joking.
What are you talking about?
Anyways.
I'll be there soon enough.
Nowhere to run, because Sova is not playing games on the attack here, supporting his team from the back rooms. And here he's going for a little dart while Breach dies right in front of his face. Quite a traumatizing experience if you ask me, downloading enemy positions. Cage is triggered while that Cypher sniggers, because it's really going to be a beautiful gameplay site here from the attackers, getting those quick kills through the smoke with no fear, while Kaiser Muddy goes for the defuse. Before he can even start, he's sterilized.
Yeah, that was a huge round for Nightshade there. You're starting to build some momentum, which is huge going to potentially the final round of the game here. You were down on the players, but, you know, it did not matter for them because obviously they won the round. They were able to turn it back in their favor. And I don't really got much else to say, you know. Kaizen is... Their back's against the wall here. They're going to do anything that they can to win this game.
Indeed, that's true. Concussing happens, and Jonah doesn't seem to be playing games here. Quick Guardian shot, caught off guard while looking down, taken out by the Astra, retrieving the spike. You are divided happens, and now Jet is not going to be playing games, trying to get on the other side of the wall. He's going to get on there quickly if he does, but the dash is wasted, so that's a lost idea. And now everyone's going to be camping on the other side of the wall, waiting to watch every single angle on B, but they might have been deceived, because blatantly the attackers could take this opportunity now to rotate to any other site, and the people at B would not expect it, because now it's too late. They've already gone and rotated. The wall could have been a huge advantage if they planted on the side of the wall. Nobody would have been heard. Jet gets that quick kill. He's stunned here though while he tries to get onto site. His teammates aren't there to support him, and he could have been a lost member there. His teammates clearly don't know how to support their fellow ranger, and Spike has not been planted on B. Oh my, what a jump scare. He turns the corner. Jet tries to find the enemy in the smoke right after for that 3k, but is quickly taken out by Mew. Cypher isn't playing games. Manav isn't playing games. Oh wow, indeed he is. Attackers win at 13-7. The score I'd predicted. One thing about my predictions, I guess to say the least, 3 quick win streaks from the attackers to end the game, and now you'll be joined by Paper Teeth and Mew, and I'll see you guys in the last game. Have a good one.
Thank you, Onyx, for joining me in the casting for the first game.
Bye.
As he is gone now, we did have a pretty good game there.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful match, honestly, from both teams. And that one match is, I mean, it was a great showing from both sides. I mean, honestly, I feel like it could have gone a lot closer than it actually was. But unfortunately, they were just not able to finish it out. And you know, Nightshade takes that win. I'm sure I was having conversations with the previous with the captain of Nightshade, and he was he was kind of hyping up the team, and it looks like for good reason at this point, because you know they did very well. So you know, taking a look at these standings, we can see Defiant Esports beating out Firefly Academy, and honestly, both teams, pretty much all four of these teams in the top of the bracket, Defiant, Firefly, Nightshade, and Kaizen have all done very well. But it looks like our next match is going to be Defiant versus Nightshade. That is definitely going to be an interesting match. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be right back.
As we get into the game, we see some hovers happening as Nobi fails to change the stream.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. We see Karma insta-locking that Viper here on Lotus. A strange pick in my opinion. Plaz going for a more conventional pick on Omen. Same with Percy getting the Raise. Overdose choosing to lock the Chamber. A bit of a weird pick in my opinion on this map, but
I don't think
mean,
it's a weird pick. I think it's the
it
correct
can
pick
work.
for this map. You know, the trip
can work.
has the good range of the trip because it's a smaller map. The TP, you got a lot of good TPs that you can set up. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of the chamber on this map. I know that it's
that's
not
fair.
favored by a lot of people, but I'm personally a big fan of it.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
play it in
me
all my
too. I
games.
agree with that. Generally, like, it depends on the situation and it depends on the comp that you have as a team. But I think Chamber can actually work on this map. It is pretty viable.
He can work, definitely. It just depends on who and how you play him. And as we see these teams set up in very different positions, Nightshade opting for a double controller comp with Viper and Astra, whereas Defiant is opting for the double Sentinel comp with Chamber and Cypher. Well, I mean, personally, I would much prefer a Killjoy to the Cypher here. I mean, I wish I could say I'm biased, but I'm a Cypher main. Cypher's in my veins, and even I can admit that, you know, Killjoy's better on this map. Oh god, what have I done to my Valorant? Oh boy.
Personally, I used to be a Cypher main too, so. But I prefer the Cypher over Killjoy too. I used to be a Cypher main, you know.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so, anywho, what? Was that like Ghost of Christmas Past with Onyx coming in? What?
Yeah, something
Anywho.
like that.
We see that Defiant is setting up for a nice little default here, leaning with a lot more presence toward A side, hoping to trick the defenders into a quick rotate. But we can see Killjoy is looking to be falling for a tiny bit. She starts leaning back towards the C side on the minimap there. Now we see Omen and Raze up on this Viper smoke. Omen opening up that breakable door into the B site. Spike in the hands of the Cypher coming up B main with Viper set up in heaven. A bad smoke coming down from Omen. What the? That's okay. Not as bad of a smoke as I thought it was. Looked horrible. Karma pushed away from the peak, but destroyed by Plaz pushing up off the breach util. Percy set up in a nice little off angle in heaven with two other people sitting on him in heaven as well. Zoom dropping Overdose on the entry. Aaron getting Plaz for a nice little refrag. Yak gets Marky, Percy gets Crusoe, Adian gets Zoom. Kill after kill, Aaron gets 2. Dropping us to a 1v1 in the... Oh my god, what a shot!
The ice in
Aaron.
his veins gets the 4K. That is absolutely huge. Huge round. Huge clutch that wins Nightshade the round.
Aaron!
Absolutely.
He
What
was
is
on
this guy
fire the
on?
last game. He was on fire the last game, and he's still on fire now.
Absolutely, showing that his name deserves some respect. Now, if I remember correctly, Aaron is T in Nightshade, and if I'm remembering correctly, that is a 14-year-old kid pulling some crazy stuff on people who've been in VCL for some time now.
Yeah, I mean, that is just insane. That dude, even last map, he was showing some incredible stuff, an ace and a 4K, maybe even more than one 4K, and he's just showing up again here today in that first round.
Indeed.
Yeah, so we see that Defiant is leaning towards A site again as a pretty heavy default towards the C and B site with 3 players stacked up on A trying to bait some rotates. Skyblind coming out, spotting so Plas gets a nice shot on Aaron's dome, dropping it out of this round, which is huge for Defiant considering how much work Aaron has been putting in for this team. The Omen smoke comes down, blocking off line of sight into main for the defenders for Nightshade. You see Breakable popping open, kind of staring down that smoke with the lovely Neptune Spectre with a dumpster buddy. I love that skin, sorry. Marky coming up on B site, Spike coming down on B site from Yak. We see Plas holding a nice little angle, backing up a little bit. Can you decide where you're going? whiffing the shot on Maki, but the aftershock comes through, gets him off the angle so he can get out. Skydog coming through, Karma pushing out with the Spectre, spraying right on top of Yak. Overdose drops Karma, but Karma gets a kill with his Molly on Plas. Maki drops Overdose. Crusoe gets another kill on Adian. The Skyblind coming through into that smoke. Yak, there's almost nothing to do but spray and pray. Oh, Percy gets 3!
It's a huge 3K.
I mean, these
Where
sheriff
did
plays
he
are
come
nuts.
from?
Obviously a tough round to lose for Defiant, but I consider that a win for them. You know, you get all the guns off. And Nightshade here is going to be struggling with their economy after losing all of their guns. So even though Defiant is down 2-0, they're looking up here as they have the gun advantage. And yeah,
Absolutely.
not much else to say about that.
Yeah, this game is looking a little bit scary for Defiant, as Nightshade's already pulled up 2 rounds, but this is a good round for Defiant to be winning. You know, they're on a buy round with the entirety of Nightshade buying sheriffs, except for Karma opting for the frenzy. You know, we see Spike coming down on A site, that fast push finally working out for them as they get site for free. And Maki with a nice eye on silent drop, making sure no one pushes up, drops right into it. A play that we see a lot of people do, and that Yak is more than prepared for, ready to cap him the second he comes out. We see the entirety of Nightshade popping out of heaven. Adian dropping Karma. And Aaron getting a nice 2K here on site. Yak gets Maki, Plaz gets Zoom, and Adian gets his 3K, dropping Crusoe.
And that is the DFT, the Defiant team that we have known and loved, you know. They came into this with a 13-0 win against the first team that they played against. A 13-2 win against my personal team that I play for, Firefly Academy, also known as Firefly White. You know, sucks for the guys, but we're a new team. We're coming back. Hashtag ad. That is a paid ad, by the way. Hashtag paid ad for Firefly Academy / Firefly White. And this is the DFT that we've known and loved.
I don't think we could do tech pulses, no?
No, there are no tech pauses.
And we just had one.
Yeah.
Give me a
So
sec, I'll handle it.
we are going to make sure that is corrected really quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take that little quick intermission. Sorry about that.
All good. We're starting right back up with 3 seconds on the round. Simon, Obi, get the screen going. There we go. You see Plas getting a TP on the rubble. We see another 3-man push. Same 3 people coming up on A site again. The defender's a little bit wary of it, having 3 people stacked towards A as well. The Sky, Viper, and Jet. Now, we see a lot of sprays coming down. Spike coming onto the A site. Skyblind spawning out, but not getting any info that they didn't already have. Hey, there's people there. If the gunshots weren't enough, we see the Defiant is running right on off, looking to get some space on C site as the entirety of Nightshade has rotated over to the A side. Maki, the only person getting a little bit of a read, setting on their setup. We see the breach stun come down. Maki already calling, hey, wait, they come and see. Ray's so shots are coming out, getting him a free site, a site that was already free to begin with, but the space was gained nonetheless. I see Roses right into CT. We see a lot of sprays coming through smokes and though and behind them, but the smoke drops to Aaron, getting a bullet into Percy's head. The Omen blind comes out, making Aaron back away, dash out of the corner, the breach aftershock coming out, clearing something that was already dashed out of Adian, dropping Karma though, making up for the wasted aftershock, as we see a 4v4 setup for Nightshade and Defiant here. A Zoom and... oh, Plaz drops Aaron, Crusoe gets a trade on Adian, Zoom gets Plaz, Maki gets Overdose, and Zoom gets Yak. What a quick retake.
Yeah, a very explosive retake there from Nightshade to win the round. Obviously huge to get that Raze ult down. That's a very scary ultimate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caught nothing,
You know,
but huge round there for Nightshade.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, I'm kind of curious, Mew, what you feel about the Raze ult. You know, how easy it is to flub that thing.
Yeah, well, I don't play Raze a lot, so I always miss my Raze ults. I always miss like Silver ults too. I'm not very good at using ults in this game, but maybe that's why I'm hard stuck in Diamond.
Okay, well, there's other reasons for that, buddy. The Skyblind coming out,
buddy.
spotting out.
Yeah, we have a round to
Not
cast.
spotting out
Come on.
Overdose. Percy making some noise on B with Plaz and Adian again. They seem to love trioing together. Maybe a little bit of chemistry between those three, but Overdose swinging out of a Viper Wall right into 3 people. Aaron taking his head off, telling him, hey, maybe don't swing a Viper Wall next time. Would say something a little bit more vulgar, but we are on stream today, folks. As we see Zoom getting an entry kill on Yak, not realizing that he already has Plaz on his backside. He's blinded, running into Marky, getting tagged by the Aftershock and a big spray through the smoke, dropping him to 31 HP. We see all 3 of the defense. Oh boy, a big breach hole coming out into the defenders. Plaz getting Karma, a big post-plant player. Backing right out after the util dump that came right in the link there. But big blinds coming out, stalling the defense here. Zoom trying to get a running gun, Adian blocking him off, Crusoe getting the trade, Percy dropping Crusoe. Big trades coming out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Percy getting Aaron, dropping us to a 1v1 between Marky and Percy. The raid nade is coming out, and it's... they trade each other out. What in the world?
He kills him with the nade!
It's incredible, boys.
Yeah, a kill like that and a round win like that is obviously, it's larger for the mood and the momentum of the game. So I'm sure Defiant is very happy with that, especially because Nightshade cannot have a full purchase this round. So
yeah, you know,
they're looking to take this round too and tie it all up.
Yeah, and you know, you love any moment in this game that'll give you a brief reprieve, give you a little laugh during the game, especially if it wins you rounds. See the Skyblind coming out to lobby, a big push-up here from Nightshade into lobby. Overdose stuck in a 1v3 scenario, getting Aaron, dropping into 1v2 here in lobby. Dropping all 3, and nice 3k in lobby for Overdose, as Adian shows that, hey, I can get some kills too, as he drops whoever the hell wasn't over in lobby. Marky left the solo hold against Vandals, gets 2! A big 3k for Marky, dropping Percy and Plaz. Adian getting the spike down on B site, with Overdose overextending into their spawn. Now we see Adian with his ugly knife going right into C-Link with Overdose holding Heaven. So they know exactly where KJ is coming from. Marky destroys the trip, saying, hey, I'm right here, coming from main, you know where I'm at. The breach stun comes out, stunning Marky, and Overdose swings out of Heaven, getting his 4k.
Yeah, at the start of that round, that was exactly what Defiant wanted. They stopped all the A aggression. Overdose getting a 3k in a 4 versus 1 situation. Then they feed the 2 guns to Maki on C. That's what they did not want to happen. Scary situation there at the very end there, but...
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
The stun from the breach coming out, and then Overdose swing out for the 4k. That is what they wanted. They got the round win, no matter how dangerous it may have looked at times, which is, you know, that's what they need.
A big round to win for them. You see the Chamber all coming out. Scary all to be up against. Aaron dropping Plaz real early as we see some A aggression from Defiant. Punished though by Aaron. Just see Percy running through Breakable that they keep doing over and over again. Dropping the KJ turret. Making some noise towards B site. But Spike is still in lobby, seeing what Breach will do with it. You see Percy entering on site, dropped by Karma though in Heaven. Karma might get traded out here by Yak through the Viper Wall, but he backs up. He knows the player's life here is very important as a controller for this team. Well, on top of Astra, of course, but wants to stay alive here. Can't drop it to a 4v3, get them numbers. See the Astra star come down, Yak respecting it, backing up. He knows that he can probably entry pretty freely here. Opting to back out, playing with that chamber here, playing with Overdose, trying to hit the C site. Stunning his own chamber. One unfortunate turn of events there. Marky set up in the corner and Waterfall, setting off the KJ util. Zoom gets Adian, Yak gets Aaron, and Marky gets Yak. Trade after trade coming out. Overdose left in a 1v4 situation with only his Headhunter and the chamber op to aid him. Will he be able to pull anything out with it though? We've seen stranger things happen in VCL, so I wouldn't be too surprised. We'll see, but that gun pickup, they know he's there. Hits the KJ turret, the Astra Star comes down, they know he's on site. Skyblind goes through, it's about to swing right into like 3 people's crosshairs. Overdose gets Karma still, but it's dropped by Zoom.
Yeah, that is not what Defiant wanted. They just get dropped. and then more of them get dropped. And then it's all of a sudden it's Overdose left in the 1 versus 4 situation.
Should I play some stars
Not
in this
something that you want
reality?
to see if you're a Defiant fan. But
Yeah, absolutely not.
you know, it's a new round. Defiant hopefully is ready for this.
Yeah, and I mean,
challenges that I may face.
Of course. And we know Defiant's a good team, led by our one and only co-owner Maxim, who has told me that I am forced to hype up Defiant, which I was not supposed to tell you, but it's okay, I'm just doing my job. Anyway, we see Defiant coming up on the A site, a big 4-man push here with Overdose lurking on the C site, hoping to get a little bit of intel here. Pushing up into main, right into a KJ setup on the minimap there, but Percy holding the smoke. Hoping to get any sort of contact, any sort of kill. The door opening from Yak as we see this, they start executing that split coming through. Overdose has still made his noise, so we have a nice 3v2 here on site, but Aaron dropped Plaz. It's the whole reason it's a 3v2. Looking pretty nice for Aaron and Crusoe here. Aiden holding that corner. Overdose drops Karma on the lurk play here. The Sky Dog spotting out Yak. You see a nice double swing, Aiden getting Aaron, Crusoe getting Yak, but a big name off the board already. And then you definitely don't want playing. Percy gets Crusoe here. A big kill, but Marky gets Percy. They don't know that they have a lurker in that smoke though. Overdose just sitting there right behind him. Gets a free kill on Marky, but Zoom swings out and punishes him for thinking he could ever pull anything over the eyes of Nightshade.
That was a huge round that was a needed win by both teams, you know. Like, if you don't win that, you can assume that the economy is going to be bad for your team. And it's Nightshade that pulls out with the win. And the timeout coming from Defiant here. Hopefully looking to get things together.
I gotta visit the Astral to play
Yeah,
some
absolutely. And you know, that timeout is definitely necessary and definitely deserved. You know what else is deserved?
VCL getting a Twitch Prime subscription.
Absolutely, Mew. That is exactly what we want. And you know, the nice thing about Twitch Prime subs is that they're completely free. Did you know that, Mew?
I did not know about that. Please tell me more, Mrs. Paper Teeth.
Yeah, so if you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime completely free, and you can sub to anyone you want that streams on Twitch. And you know who streams on Twitch? Us at VCL, and you can support us completely free. You'll be part of the Cool Kids Club. You can eat cookies with Maxim, like I totally do, because Maxim totally loves me and tells me I do a good job every day. Anywho, yeah, Twitch Prime, cool thing.
Yeah, subscribe to VCL today with Twitch Prime.
Yeah. Anyway, the timeout ending here,
Right there.
letting us get back into the game from whatever that ad was.
Yeah, we
Anyway.
apologize if our ads are not up to par.
You guys are gonna have to do
Jamil. Neither of us are
hashtag ad.
Jamil. Oh yeah, hashtag ad. Hashtag ad.
Yeah.
Hashtag ad.
We apologize if our ads are not up to par because neither of us are named Jamil.
Of course, Jamil is the expert ad, if that's the
I don't
word you
think
want to
that's
use
a
for
word.
it.
But we have a round
Shut
for
your
yes.
Yes, of course, and we see Yak, Percy, and can you turn around and let me see? Oh, there we go. And Plaz coming up on A site. Switching out Aiden here, so they can have a nice little trio that's a bit more unexpected, but I don't think the Breach is the one you want to switch out there. Especially considering how well his usual pairs with Raze, and Raze taking that spike, going over to C site, maybe B site, we'll see here. As Plaz also lets go, letting Yak just sit over here with his Sheriff on A site, maybe get a little bit of info as we see that Defiant is leaning heavily towards C site now. But Crusoe has spotted out that Cypher's still over on A site. That door opening, giving them another reason to be worried about it. Having a little bit of pressure there, making C site look all that little bit less defended. But Zoom and Marky showed that it really is not any less defended than it was. Karma also showing his presence as they get Alien, Overdose, and Plaz, dropping it to a 5v2 for Defiant.
Last
A very
player
bad spot.
standing.
Crusoe drops Yak over on A site. But Percy gets a nice shot on Karma, dropping him. Hoping to get another here on Zoom. Zoom keeps jiggling, trying to get anything he can, but Percy drops him. Aaron dashing behind him. And Marky gets Percy. What a nice 2K that was.
Indeed. And Yak there, he was on the lurk. If he could open up the round by killing the Sky there, or maybe the Jet that was there, that would have been huge, you know. Defiant would have had a gun on their side. and they're a very skilled team. They could have had everything going in their favor, but
Yeah,
Yak got taken down with the sheriff and left
Yeah.
Percy in the 1 versus 5. He got the 2, which is obviously huge when you're just looking to get guns off at that point, but you can't win them all.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but you know what we love to see? Some super heavy aggression from Defiant hitting this B site. Karma locked unbreakable with a raise nade, dropping his HP down quite a bit. Marky on that B link. We see Defiant dropping a breach ult, giving him a totally free sight here. Percy running into breakable, seeing that door is open, knowing that there's some people out here waiting for him. The breach blind coming through. Karma gets Percy despite being blinded. What a nice kill from him. Crusoe and Karma trying to get something. Plaz getting Karma though, denying Crusoe any ability to use his teammate there. Aaron gets a nice flank, dropping Yak and Plaz, and overdose. Aiden gets the trade, but Zoom drops Aiden, giving them a nice little win there.
Yeah, I was spectating that, and I thought that was a Defiant player.
Yeah, and I mean,
But
that's
it was actually a
literally-
Nightshade player.
Yeah, and that just exemplifies, that's like incredible trigger discipline right now. Like you have to realize, like, he followed him all the way to site just so he could like capitalize on the on kills more, right? So so it worked in his favor really well. Like he ended up getting 3 there.
Yeah,
and then-
absolutely.
yeah, like that pretty much won them the round.
Going to the Astro 4?
Yeah, that was absolutely huge. But obviously Defiant, Nightshade is starting to build some momentum against them, so
Yeah, and
as the half comes to an end, they're looking for anything they can do.
right, and Aaron just
Yeah.
continuing to dominate, just absolutely.
Yeah, Aaron showing that he deserves respect as we see Defiant trying to get any respect that they can from Nightshade. Pushing in, but Percy gets a nice kill on Aaron, dropping a rifle for them. Firing a what now? Karma said to Percy, dropping him right when he tries to pull that Raze ult out. Who just TM'd me? Leave me alone.
Cover going out.
That's what I'm
Plaz getting a nice Omen smoke. Shut up. Plaz getting a nice Omen smoke on Heaven. Karma lurking through, trying to get anything. Yak gets Marky and Plaz gets Zoom. Zoom gets Aiden though before he dies. Karma trying to get anything, but Plaz shuts him down. A nice scary classic fight there. Crusoe in a really bad spot here. That Skyblind coming out, spotting out all of them. But Crusoe is in a horrible spot here, playing in an Omen smoke. Swings into 3 crosses, but Yak is the one who kills him.
Yeah, Karma there, the Viper. He had a good opportunity to kill Plaz and Overdose and get the huge win for Nightshade, but
Yeah.
just was not able to do so. It happens to
pretty
the
big-
best of us, but
Yeah, pretty big
a huge
timeout
round.
coming here.
huge.
Yeah,
round
and
for
a
Defiant.
big round, yeah.
Yeah.
Defiant really needed that round, and this timeout is probably something that Relic is really searching for, trying to get every single word in that he can, because I don't know if anyone knows this, but Relic is not a big fan of the fact that he can only talk during timeouts. Hell Riz.
I did not know about
I mean,
that.
in reality, that's kind of a common thing generally. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, like, do I think that, like, during, like, the half or, like, waiting for the half to start up or whatever or anything like that, like, you could technically let the coach talk? Yeah, but that's the space for IGLs is pre-round. Post-round, there's nothing for the coach to really say because everyone's just taking in what happened that round. They're processing. They're not going to be able to take in anything the coach says well enough. Timeouts are the only place that coaches can efficiently talk and get their point across.
right. No, I totally agree with that.
I agree with that.
But yeah, anywho, enough about my coaching rant. We see Defiant leaning towards B site here, looks like. Maybe trying a little bit of noise on A. It's kind of unsure here. They seem a little bit unsure, that is. But we see that some aggression is coming out from Nightshade. Karma drops Percy with a bit of an aggro push. Yak gets Aaron traded out by Karma, though. We see the numbers drop to a 4v3 for Defiant. Not a nice look for them. The Viper ult comes out, pushing them away from B site, right onto A site, which is covered only by Marky and their setup.
Cover going out.
Now, Plaz, who turned sheets on? Plaz puts up an Omen smoke, trying to lurk up here without that KJ turret spotting him, but Marky is holding that, waiting for anything to come out of that smoke. We see the door open.
Turret down.
Plaz swinging out of the smoke. Maki backing up, knowing his limits. Just holding that smoke, hearing a bunch of footsteps, calling for his teammates to rotate over as that spike starts getting planted. A nice nano swarm, dropping Overdose to 34 HP on that plant. A really good nano swarm there. We have a lot about trigger. Maki completely unaware of Plaz, straight to his right. If that smoke fades, Plaz dropped by Maki though. A nice flick from him. Crusoe gets 80 in as they double swing onto him. Overdose in a horrible position in Hut here with 4 players surrounding him, and Crusoe dominates him. What a round.
Absolutely. That was a huge round for Nightshade. They did everything right. And, you know, being taken down to that low health on the Killjoy Swarm by Overdose was...
Switching sides.
Could have been played a little bit better. You could have just moved like a step forward and
Would do these
gotten the
fellas
plant
good.
down, but it's understandable. And it is
Yeah,
what
I
it
get
is.
just wanting to stick out. It's a fair thought, but in hindsight, it might not have been the best one.
Exactly. We do have the sides being switched now. The 2 Sentinels on the defense side by Defiant could start to show out here. As this is now the side they're favored on with the 2 Sentinels.
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm very curious to see how this half goes. I mean, Lotus is definitely stated to be a attacker-sided map, but it's kind of crazy to see that Nightshade pulled 8 rounds on defense. Let me see Maki set up for a little bit of a default play here. The entirety of Nightshade trying to just get some info, get some space. But B-side looking to be where they're leaning. Overdose gets Maki though. A big pick. Aaron spots out Plaz. Drops to 33 HP. Plaz running into Breakable, running to his team, not wanting to risk dying here, knowing that numbers are important. Throwing a big blind to Aaron, forced out of sight, but Zoom gets Overdose and Crusoe gets Yak. Percy gets Karma and Crusoe gets Plaz. Big kills coming out one after another there. The kill feed lighting up for a second there and then immediately calming right back down. Percy pushing up into Link, over-aggressing a little bit here. But he still gets Crusoe as Crusoe is scared, running away, just trying to save his own life with anything but a bullet, because apparently we're pacifists in this game now. Now Aaron just being patient, taking his time, swinging. Hopefully at the perfect moment, but that moment was not when he peaked. Adian getting Aaron because of that, and Zoom grabs that orb, but both of the players on B know where he's at now. But they huddle together, staring at B main as if they didn't hear him grab the orb, and now they hear him planting, so they're coming right through Breakable, fast, quick. Just hoping to get that site, drop Zoom, and get this round done quick and easy, bringing us to 8-5. Zoom swings out and gets both with a collateral headshot.
Oh my
what a
goodness.
shot! Nice
was
job,
insane.
Zoom.
Yeah, that's a tough round for Defiant. You know, you're looking to win, start building some momentum, but
I should play some Astro
yeah,
Stars in this galaxy.
Zoom just gets the collateral and wins the round. Nightshade is looking to build some huge momentum here.
Right there.
But Defiant, they are forcing up with the Spectres, the Stingers, and the one Judge. And now the Chamber switching over to a Marshal. As they are geared towards C here, Nightshade are. They are bringing some early aggression. Just the single chamber there, with and now the Cypher's rotating over. Smoke coming down, so it's going to be harder for Nightshade to enter onto the site. But we do have the lurkers, the Astra on B and the Viper on A, as the Raze and Omen of Defiant stay on the B site holding. Nightshade here are backing up. They're looking to go towards the B side. And this is the one round that I have to take over on because Paper Teeth is grabbing food, and it also probably the most boring round, so unfortunate for me here, but Nightshade is looking towards the B side now. Percy walking into Percy's Judge, and now they're backing up off that. Maybe looking to go A here. Or, yeah, they are looking to go A here with the Viper lurking up on the A site, heading towards door. And now the Astra smokes are coming down. Jet smokes are coming down. It's all coming down onto Adian here, who is the lone defender of A, with Plaz coming over to help. Omen Blind comes out.
30 seconds left.
Skydog comes out. A lot of util happening. Bomb is just being planted. Aaron gets a con to Plaz. Zoom gets Percy. Maki gets Overdose. Aaron gets Yak. And it's just Adion left alone. And he gets taken down for the one words. Defiant, forced up. Doesn't work out at all in their favor.
Right.
And that's a flawless for Nightshade.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely devastating for Defiant here. You know, Defiant is a big name in VCL, and they 13-0'd their first game here, 13-2'd their second, and they are faced against a really heavy challenge here with Nightshade. Nightshade have been said to be like the team that they think will like really win this here, at least the third qualifier. If they don't, they're definitely taking the fourth, as far as other people are saying, but we see that they are showing that they need respect, they demand it, pushing this side down, Aaron getting Yak, Maki getting Overdose, punching their teeth in, telling them that, hey, we're here, and you're fucking dead. Oh, my bad language. Anyway. Nice Omen blind coming out as we see all three players pushing out a breakable, but as 80 gets Maki, but Karma drops Plaz, bringing us to a 2v4 here in favor of Nightshade. Aaron gets Adian. Percy in a horrible spot here against 4 guns, and Karma drops him.
Yeah, ever since the very start of the game, Nightshade has had huge momentum going in their favor. They won the 4 rounds in a row. Defiant got the 1 round, and now they've won 4 rounds in a row again. Obviously huge for Nightshade to take down a team like Defiant. Arguably one of their hardest challenges. However, that could be argued, as they have lost twice in the previous qualifiers. And
yeah, I mean,
they're winning right now.
If we want to talk about challenges, we need to see Nightshade versus Dominions again. But we see that Nightshade, on their defense, did take a lot of the advice that us casters were saying that they needed to improve on, and they did. And they took a huge win here on the defense side, showing that they are a force to be reckoned with. And they're proving that today against Defiant here. In this round as well, Crusoe getting that plant down. Plaz drops Aaron though. A huge pick here for the side of Defiant. And they're just playing around this Astral Wall, trying to get some little info, but Overdose, he has everything. Sitting here unbreakable. Plaz having that Astral Wall drop in a really awkward position for him while he's stunned. Knowing that there's some noise in tree, Crusoe throwing a blind out there. Trying to get just a little bit of anything. Plaz gets Crusoe, Percy gets Zoom, Monkey gets Percy. Trade's coming out, Adian gets Marky, but Karma drops him. Karma also drops Plaz, but the defuse was way too far away. And Yak steals it.
Yeah, like a lot of kills happening in there, and Karma looking towards the flank to kill. I believe that was Adion there, but Yak just holds the defuse. And there's nothing that Karma can do about that. That's a good win for Defiant.
Yeah, absolutely.
That comes out for Defiant.
Yeah, a big timeout. Defiant definitely needs this. They need the coach to talk some sense into him, and hopefully Arrow is doing exactly that. And Arrow, shout out to you if you want my Instagram. Just DM me. Follow you, Arrow. Only Arrow, no one else.
Yeah, and honestly, such an interesting match so far. I'm not gonna lie. Nightshade has just been, I mean, they were on a tear in large part due to, like, you know, certain star plays. I mean, there's just been so much Zoom with the collat. Aaron just destroying everyone, literally everyone, over the past 2 matches. It's so cool to see. So let's see how that continues to develop over the rest of this match and over the next game if they end up winning.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, if they end up losing this, it would be a huge comeback for Defiant, one that I'm definitely interested in seeing. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of casting overtime games, but this is one that I definitely wouldn't mind. This is a finals matchup material here. I was seeing, like, really early on in the bracket. This is quarterfinals, I believe, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so this is definitely a big match here. So it's a shame that it came so soon. But, you know, the other thing coming soon is Percy peeking out in the mound right into Marky's KJ turret. Adian prepping a flash, trying to get a little bit of space with Percy here on Mound, but they can't decide when to do it. They know that Marky's there holding it. They don't know about Zoom. A big breach flat stun coming in. Percy getting at that free space on Mound that was made by breach. They know they're there. They don't know that they have spike though. But Viper creeping up on B site on the mini map there. As we see that Nightshade starts rotating over to C side, trying to help out Marky and Zoom here. Trying to take this space on C because they know that Percy and Adian are here. They know this is a good site for them to take. German smoke coming down on B. Percy gets Aaron with the Spectre, but Zoom drops and Crusoe drops Adian as they get C site completely open. Plaz sees that opening and rushes right on the site, just needing to get that space back for his team. Slips right past the Skydog, like the fox that he is. No idea he's sitting in that smoke. As he swings out and gets Zoom and Overdose gets Karma over on B site. A huge kills coming out there, bringing us to a 3v2 in favor of Defiant. Especially considering they're not on a complete buy here for the entire team. This could be a huge round for Defiant to win. We see that Marky and Crusoe a little bit hesitant, backing up, going towards that B site. The B site that's completely open. But yeah, quick on the rotate, coming right into Link here. The Omen TP shot down by Marky, and he gets the plant down right in that corner. Crusoe gets Overdose and Breakable, and they know Yak is over in C-Link. They don't know about Plaz though. They could be double swinging here, and Plaz makes his presence known. Not the most wise decision, but you know, it happened. Marky sitting in that corner, they're just holding a nice cross there. Crusoe swings off the contact, dropping Yak. A horrible spot for Plaz to be in. Fake TP coming out, but Crucial immediately spots them. They already know it's fake. Swings into Marky's crosshair and gets dropped, bringing us to 12-5.
Hey, that was a great round for Nightshade.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're down 2 versus the 3 on Defiant, but you still come through and win the round. That's obviously huge for Nightshade to win. Now Defiant has 3 Sheriffs, the Phantom, and the Guardian. Not a good buy for them, and with their backs against the wall on the decider point of this map.
Yeah, this is a horrible position for Defiant to be in, and that's why when I'm playing and I'm GLing, I'm always calling when I see that match point come out, hey, we have to play for overtime. We can't risk our last round being this mix of a buy, this horrible for us. But Defiant clearly opted to be a bit more aggressive and just try and take that round by force, bringing them to 11-6, but they didn't. But Aaron spotted up with a Cypher Camp from Yak as we see Overdose and Plaz set up Unbreakable. Percy ults Rosas, but still drops Karma with a nice one-tap to the head. And he drops Aaron. 2 good kills, but Crusoe trades him out, bringing us to a 3v4 in favor of Defiant here. Big kills there from Percy, absolutely. I know Plaz coming up into their spawn, Crusoe spotting him. The Paranoia missing, completely whiffing. Plaz runs into the Vandal and gets a nice one-tap from Crusoe and a nice one-tap from Yak right on back. As we see Marky and Zoom set up in a 2v3 situation, just trying to hold this side down, let that spike explode. But the breach ult is prepped, ready, and thrown. Overdose gets Zoom before it even goes down. How disrespectful, but Marky gets Overdose while stunned. Canadian almost completely whiffs. But he drops Marky eventually, bringing us to 12-6 on that mixed buy. What a surprising win for Defiant.
Yeah, they needed that, or else they were going home. But, you know, they got it. And Percy opens the round. Does not hit his Raze ult, but he hits 2 very nice Sheriff shots to bring the favor of the round for Defiant. And then they just trade everything down and, you know, win the round. That was a huge round for them.
Yeah, absolutely. They needed that round. They are not ready to go home yet, and they're proving it. They're proving that, hey, we're a force to be reckoned with. Don't think we're going to die that easily. And, you know, what else would you expect from our lovely co-owner Maxim's team? Paydad. I won't get fat if I don't say this. Anyway, we see a huge 5-man push coming in from Nightshade, dropping Overdose, getting that chamber all right out of the way. Huge to get down. Super aggressive push coming in from Nightshade, but Percy gets Crusoe still, and Zoom, a big 2k coming out from Percy. Percy showing his dominance here, showing his presence, showing that he is in this game still. Aaron tries to show that he's still here too, but Percy spits in his mouth and tells him to sit. Now the Viper Roll comes down.
One
This is
enemy
huge.
remaining.
Karma trying to plan the Viper Roll, but gets dropped by Yak, and Percy gets Marky for the 4K.
Satchel out.
Yeah, Percy just took over that round. There's not much else to say there. You know, the Viper roll on the side of Nightshade goes down.
Mhm.
It probably did not want to lose that round if they're gonna put that ult into it, but you know, they have time. They have 5 rounds to work with. They only need to win 1. They can come back. But Defiant, you know,
There.
yeah.
And I mean,
great
that
team.
timeout is very well timed. You know, sometimes you kind of just need, even if you're at match point,
There.
and honestly in this case series point, because it is the best of 1, sometimes it's important to just kind of mentally reset, calm down the nerves a little bit. Sometimes that can get a little high, and you know, it can have some interesting results. So
Yeah, absolutely. Anywho, timeout. 10 seconds left here. We'll see if this timeout for Nightshade, Relic, speaking some words of wisdom into the ears of Nightshade, trying to show them that they can close this game out. Do not let Defiant get this comeback. If we go into overtime, we're in a horrible spot. And Nightshade definitely agrees here. Throwing the Viper Wall on A side, but leaning heavily towards C. Defiant not falling for those tricks. They're only set up 2-2-1, and they know that setup. That's how they're going to keep it. But the spike is dropped from spawn, showing that Nightshade is still a little bit indecisive, as we see 3 people sitting in T spawn. A quick rotate coming in from Percy on the minimap there. He definitely just wants to be where the action is, but this is a little mixed buy for Nightshade here, so this is a bit of a weird round for them. They're not sure where they want to go, where they want to be. And they're trying to figure that out here on the fly this round.
I got the spike.
Marky picking up the spike. They have to make a decision here. Only a minute left in the round.
Yeah.
These rounds aren't long enough for you to be super indecisive, so they have to make a choice here. And it looks like they're choosing to hit this B site. A dangerous site for them to try and hit with Plaz and Overdose set up here. And the Omen Smoke already coming down. Percy's rotate already came through. And he's running off again on the mini map. I love watching his little circle go around. And we see them start trying to make some noise here on A, going right into Yak's setup. And it looks like Aaron's tagged out.
wasting a
30
knife.
seconds
Marky
left.
creeping up.
Careful.
Yeah. Whiffing a knife on a Cypher cam, no less. Doesn't even try and pull out his pistol to shoot it. The Viper Wall goes down, opening up breakable. Yak gets Aaron.
My
A
goodness.
huge kill. Defiant doesn't plan to sit down and shut up here. They're showing that they're a
10
team
seconds
not
left.
to be trifled with. Plaz trying to hold tree, pushed off by the Skyblind, spotted out by the Cabbage, and Karma drops him. The spike barely going down in time with 0.5 seconds left. They had to hit. They knew it. And you know, if Plaz just took his time there, it's okay. Marky holding his Viper Smoke. Crusoe gets overdosed and Yak gets Crusoe. Big trades coming down. Marky gets Adian and Percy, but Yak gets Marky. A 1v1 scenario. Karma on light shields here. Yak trying to push up, and Nightshade Karma closing it out, bringing us to a 13-7 victory for the 2nd time in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an insane round there. Nightshade almost lost. They only won that by 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately a beautiful showing there again from Nightshade. That was a very, very close round, because I mean, you have to realize, like, that could have gone a very different way. They probably had under a second left to get that spike down, and they got it down. And not only that, but due to some heroics from just multiple players on that team, they were able to get that round win and ultimately the game win. Even the Viper Molly to get that the other player vulnerable, just so he could secure that kill, was a beautiful play. So all around, just very well played match from Nightshade. Well played from both teams. But Nightshade does come out on top once again, and that is gonna be two games in a row where we've seen them prove their dominance and their how capable they really are. And ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for that match. We do have another Nightshade game next. It is actually going to be, let me make sure this is correct. It is going to be Nightshade versus either Snice or Amity. So those two are playing their match. We are going to see the results of that in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be interesting regardless of who wins or loses that second match. So stay tuned. Stay right here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VCL Rivals Qualifier 3. I am Nobi, and I'm joined by Paper Teeth once again. Mew unfortunately had to go, but that does mean I am going to be your caster. I'm sure some of you, at least some of you in chat are going to be happy about that, hopefully. But again, I'm joined by Paper Teeth, the man, the myth, the legend. What's going on, man?
Meow. Well, not much. I mean, I'm really excited to see this game. Sorry, I was wolfing down my pizza. I'm really excited to see this game. All things considered, Nightshade is probably a top pick to end up in the finals for Rivals, and Snice is a team that we haven't seen a lot of. I don't know if this is their first time being streamed, but I do know that they have some really, really big names on their roster.
Right.
Including but not limited to Jamil, the Twitch Prime legend, and Lettuce, one of the historical VCL players. So I'm very curious to see how this match will play out between them and Nightshade.
Oh, can you do me a favor and explain to me what Twitch Prime is?
Oh my god, I am so glad you asked, Nobi. So, I have to ask, do you have Amazon Prime?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And if you have Amazon Prime, that gives you access to this really, really nice thing called the Twitch Prime, which allows you to subscribe completely free, by the way, to anyone who streams on the Twitch website. And you know who streams on the Twitch website, Nobi?
Who?
Valorant Challenger League. That's right. You can support us and our streams completely free if you have Amazon Prime, because you get Twitch Prime.
That sounds amazing. I am so wow. I'm just blown away. And I'm pretty sure I heard that you can not only just subscribe for free, but you can also get other perks in the games you play, including Valorant.
Absolutely, you can. And it's again completely free. Just free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? We're all greedy little humans, penny pinches like Mr. Krabs. Exactly.
Wow. Oh well. With that ad out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you our next match for VCL Rivals. We have Nightshade once again versus Snice. And like we said, there are some big names on Snice. We're so excited to be spectating this match. It's going to be a great one. Nightshade has been on a tear. And Snice, I'm sure, has had to have done well to get up to this point. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the match. Today we are actually back on Haven, and I mean, it's we saw Haven the first time. Nightshade was awesome on it, let's take a look at what we have for map bans.
Map bans? Like, do you mean agent selection?
Agent selection. My bad.
Anywho, we know Nightshade's lined up pretty well already.
Shut up.
But the one that we haven't seen is nice here. Jamil locking in Breach, Flame hovering Yoru. If you pick him, I will personally rip your teeth out. Lettuce.
No, that'd be really funny.
Already locked into Jet here. Mansky on that killjoy. We know she's an incredible sentinel, especially for Haven. And Naz gonna let his Sova shine through, but can he diff Karma? Oh wow, Zoom and Maki finally learned how to click an agent. My bad. So, Flame, I'm so curious. I assume he's gonna pick a controller here, probably like Astra, Omen, right? Right. Right?
Choose your agent.
I'm getting a little bit worried here.
Oh, sorry. I am here. I mean, well, looks like all the teams have their comms except the Yoru hover, and it looks like he's gonna go
Oh,
for
thank
Omen.
God.
Thank the
Oh,
Almighty
thank
Lord.
God.
Yeah. Wow. What? What?
I was so worried
Okay.
for a second, bro.
Yeah,
These team comps crazy similar. The only difference being the Omen and Astra here. I'm kind of curious, Nobi. Sorry,
Yeah.
pizza crust. Who do you prefer here between Astra and Omen for Haven?
Astra and Omen, I think if you know how to use Astra well, it can actually go fantastic. Like if you can play off for gravity well, and you can play off of the rest of that stuff, it can have huge impact. But at the same time, Omen's a more aggressive controller in the sense that his blind can honestly be really huge. It can be round changing, game changing, in fact.
Yeah,
And so,
absolutely.
you know, it's really more or less a, you know, preference in terms of who can, you know, what type of play style you're more geared towards.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Snice is geared towards a nice aggressive play style here. Already rushing in the side, Lettuce dashing in, going backside, tagged to the smoke, dropped by Maki through the smoke. But Naz gets his trade on Crusoe, Zoom gets the trade on Jamil, bringing us to a 4v3. Oh, but Aaron gets Naz, bringing us to 4v2. Plant just trying to come down. They get the plant money. That's huge for them. They know both are mid here. Aaron and Karma running up. Flame gets Maki. Karma trying to get this kill. Zoom gets Mansky. Aaron gets Flame.
Wow.
Bringing us the round win for Nightshade.
Wow. That is a huge showing right away again from Nightshade. They have done incredibly well on pistol rounds, and this is no
definitely.
exception.
Yeah, definitely. And Nobi,
Sorry.
I'm kind of curious, you know, and as far as like Astra and Omen go, I think the biggest thing to compare here, considering, I mean, they both have two smokes, one is a lot more of a team player, one's a bit more like selfish, but the big thing I'm curious about is your opinion on their ults here, especially on Haven.
In terms of ults, I think
Come into the unknown.
Astra, what were the two agents you were comparing again?
Astra and Omen.
Yeah, so I think Astra ult on this map is it can actually go really well depending if you know how to do it. And wow, it looks like the rest of the team is gonna get that execution onto A site. They are just
definitely.
rushing
Oh
up.
my god.
Yeah, no, a humongous push coming out from short. As you have two players leading away, and it looks like the rest of them are backing off towards C. It's gonna be an
Ooh,
instant
nice
rotate.
shot by Karma.
Gets one. And that is humongous.
Turrets destroyed.
Wow. And the shorty in garage is going to be interesting. That is going to be very risky for KJ to go towards, but it looks like Zoom is going to get one. The stun comes out, and it's going to get more than one person, but it looks like nothing's going to go off of that.
Oh, it's straight through the wall,
bang
gets
comes out,
Mansky.
and Zenon finds Mansky.
One enemy remaining.
Zoom comes out, and it looks like Crusoe. Naz is going to find Karma. He's got the Marshall, gets sprayed down, and there's nothing he can do as Aaron finds Naz. And that is going to be a team ace
Their jet has nothing on me.
Yeah,
mean,
Nightshade
Nightshade
is performing so well.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they've been performing so well this tournament. And I mean, the last two qualifiers, they were no joke either. They're a force to be reckoned with. And Snice is learning that here today. But, you know, Snice is made up of big names, VCL legends, history here. And I'm very curious to see if they can pull this back. I mean, Nightshade is really dangerous on these early rounds, but they can definitely close the distance here, especially as they're going against a bonus here.
Wow.
Mansky gets Aaron and Karma gets Lettuce.
Runs this 5-man push, and I mean, ay.
Spike down, C.
And you have the
Not
entirety
ready yet.
of Snipe just kind of coming up here on C. The spray comes out, and it looks like the Astra is gonna kind of win out on that spray duel. As I mean, we have some people who are low now. The Owen flash comes out, and he's blind, but Zenon still finds Flame. Jamil's gonna push up, not a lot of HP, and honestly, Zenon might be able to find him too. The spray through the wall is coming out, but nothing's coming of that as the stun comes out. Naz finds Karma, and there is another one in garage. Crusoe coming
player
out.
standing.
He gets the pick onto Jamil.
Spike down,
Naz
mid.
finds Zoom, and it's a 1v2 for Naz. One player's low, but Zenon finds that pick onto Naz. And honestly, if Naz had found Zenon, the chance of him winning that round would have honestly been a lot higher.
Easy, but
Yeah, I mean, that round was so good for Nightshade to win there. Those early picks coming through. Lettuce has been dropped really early all of these rounds. He's not really able to show exactly why he's, you know, VCL history, but...
Yeah.
And, you know, it doesn't look like he'll get the chance to show it here either, as we see that Snice is on a really light buy here against an entire rifle full armor squad here from Nightshade.
Right. You guys realize it was, I mean, it is huge that Nightshade was able to win their bonus. As you can see, looks like Snice are kind of leaning towards B here. As kind of, you know, the two players on C are kind of backing off a little bit, not taking too much, not being too aggressive here. Flame slowly pushing up in the Astro Smoke, but he's gonna back off with just a little bit. As he kind of jiggle peeking there just to get some info. And it looks like there is gonna be a flank coming around from Nightshade. The two players are gonna get it. Aaron gets two. He wins
That is
with
just with a
stun
stinger
coming
from
out.
that range?
Lettuce finds Aaron.
Scanning ahead.
Karma scanning, and Zenon will find Naz. Karma with the drone coming out. It sees the jet, but he doesn't know that Jamil is in spawn. Jamil wins the Marshall shot.
Last player
And that's going to be
standing.
interesting. Karma finds
Spike
Lettuce.
down,
The
attacker
flash
spawn.
comes out, and he wins another Marshall shot. Oh my goodness, Jamil just
Oh.
whipping two crucial shots there. Honestly,
The wind guide your
kind of,
blades, Jen.
just,
And fight.
wow.
Just saddening. I mean, and those are shots that like any player would normally be able to hit, but you know, we all know the thing about Valorant. The hardest shots to hit are always the ones that look the easiest.
Very, very true. And I mean, it happens to the best of us, so I can't really blame Jamil too much. I mean, everyone's whiffed, but very
Yeah,
crucial,
absolutely.
very crucial kill right there for him to get, because if he gets that kill, maybe he can honestly pick up a gun or get a second, and you know, from there, like at the very least, he can get some guns off.
Yeah, absolutely. This is oh my god, a huge ult coming out from Karma getting Naz and Lettuce.
The Hunter's
Oh
Fury
my.
finds two from Karma. Just incredible intuition, just knowing that there is presence A, and just his ability to find two there. And I mean, that's a huge, those are some huge picks right there.
Yeah, absolutely. What a good Sova ult there.
Yeah.
Super important for them.
You know, that Hunter's Fury is honestly just beautiful. The peak, the jiggle peak coming out from Crusoe there. They know exactly where he is, but there's only two people on that attacking team. And it looks like Karma is gonna find Mansky. He gets three on the round, and he sprays through. Can he find that? Jamil finds Karma with that beautiful shot. Crusoe will find them though and trade him back. And that is going to be another round for Nightshade. It's 5-0 right now. And honestly, just,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
what a devastating performance here from Snice. I mean, such big names, but they're not really stacking up to be much yet. I'm really hoping that they can turn this around. You know, Nightshade is a dominating force here in the Rivals qualifiers. They have been all three, but I want to see Snice pull this comeback, pull a miracle here, really.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's looking like, but maybe that miracle will come here as they start looking a little bit more defaulty instead of just a hard aggro push.
Yep. And the breach stun is going to come out as the Nightshade is kind of taking a little bit of space on a main. The Sova drone is going to come out and spot both of them. Actually, only one. Karma retreats back into the Omen smoke. And it looks like there is going to be a little bit of a mid push here. Maybe a little bit of a barrage push too. But the KJ util is set up there. And Zenon is going to find Flame off the TP. It looks like there is going to be a little bit more. Just kind of like hovering mid a little bit right now.
Killed my bot.
And actually, it looks like Snice is going to push into Garage. Zenon getting sprayed, the headshot from Lettuce through the wall. And that is exactly what we like to see from him right there.
Yeah, absolutely, and crucial spray.
Yeah, that Killjoy lockdown is going to come out, but the Astra Suck is going to prevent the attackers from coming out there.
One enemy
Two on
remaining.
Zoom, two on the round for
Spike
Zoom.
down, C.
Aaron pushing up, Lettuce at 4 HP. Can he find one? He does find Aaron as the Silver Dart comes out. He is
30
4
seconds
HP,
left.
so it'll honestly be a miracle if he can find anything else. And he dies to the Sova Shock Dart.
Another
as,
shock dart kill on Karma.
Yeah, just beautiful. Just awareness of position right there from Karma. And it looks like he's just doing incredibly well as Sova. You know, even if there aren't a lot of kills right now. Which, I mean, obviously that's not the case because Karma is definitely top fragging for the team right now.
Yeah,
not to say
absolutely.
that anyone on the team is doing bad because really there's only a, you know, just about a 2-kill difference between the top and bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone in this game for the side of the Nightshade is performing incredibly well here, and I really want to see that, you know, Snice can pull this back here from 6-0. Not to sound like a devil's advocate or anything, like I'm trying to bash Nightshade here, but Snice is definitely better than this. Their performance should definitely be increasing.
And Snice is gonna push in Lettuce with the jet knives. And it looks like there is gonna be a flank as Aaron and Co are kind of coming around. They don't know the Silva's there. Nas will find Aaron as the defender Killjoy will come out. Karma does trade it out though as Lettuce hits Crusoe with the knives. Lettuce gets 2 on the round. And Flame is gonna get killed, or not killed. It's gonna get detained. But we can see that
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, the breach ult
Last
comes out.
player standing.
And Killjoy finds 2. The defuse is gonna come out. And the spray comes through. And he finds him.
Oh
That's gonna be 3
my.
per second, and he's gonna get the defuse. Wow. Beautiful round
Absolutely
coming out from
incredible.
Nightshade. Absolutely incredible from Zenon.
Yeah, that was just insane from Zenon there. I mean, like, bringing him to 10-2 here on the board, it just, oh my lord. That was an incredible 3K there.
Wow. I mean, but that's just that's just like an example of how, you know, the heroic plays across the entire time you've been watching Nightshade, how those heroic plays have just, you know, kind of shaped the game almost, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I mean, here we have bomb down onto C, 2 pushing out on C long, Astra kind of jiggling there. And we have some sprays coming out through the Astra smoke. Isn't gonna find anything. And we have Jamil kind of camping the corner here as Aaron is kind of just trying to tuck in the corner, trying to catch anyone pushing out too aggressively. But it looks like the rest of Snice is going to lean towards C or mid. Kind of through towards Garage right now. As right now is not much happening. It just kind of looks like the Sova is going to kind of push up onto me and may end up being a flank. And it looks like there are actually going to be 2 towards that site. The Killjoy utility is going to get broken as Jet pushes onto B. And they actually have complete control of B site and C site. as Flame will find Zoom. And Zenon is going to get tagged up a bit. The plant is going to come down on C, but there is pressure from two sides of the map. Nas is going to get blinded, but he doesn't die. Zenon will find him, though. And it looks like Nas will find two. Karma with the Hunter's Fury again.
Last player standing.
Nas will find Aaron. And it's going to be up to Karma for the 1v2. Let's see what happens here. Karma looking towards long, and the recon dart is going to come out. They do know exactly where he is, but it looks like Karma also knows where both players are as well. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out, and the swing from Mansky is going to allow... Wow, that is going to allow Snice to get their first round of the game.
Absolutely. We can see Lettuce in chat.
Lettuce excited that they got one, and I mean... Honestly, for good reason. It looks like you have to think about what their mental is. You know, like getting 7-0'd. You know, them finding their first round. But let's see if they can honestly climb their way back. Let's see if their mental can hold up. You know.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be the big name of this game. I think it's either going to be endurance or mental, and we're seeing both of those come into effect here.
And it looks like Nas is going to find Zoom early. Lettuce is going to find Aaron. That's going to be two off the board right away. But it looks like Crusoe is going to find Lettuce through the stun. That's two down. Oh my goodness. And it's going to be another 1v2 for Karma. Let's see if he can change the tide this round. Bomb is going to get picked up, and it's going to go towards C site. As Karma is just trying to find any information here as to, you know, what could be happening. The Killjoy utility being set up, and it looks like both players are gonna go towards long. Let's see if Karma can have that intuition to break any util. It's gonna get broken, and he is going to use that recon dart. It doesn't scan anything, but the breach stun is gonna come out, and he sees Mansky. He finds him. He turns from the flash, and he doesn't know whether he's on. He turns from it, and he misses the spray. And it looks like Jamil is going to find Karma, and that is going to be a second round for Snice. Very close there, though. As, I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Most people on the team lose their guns.
Yeah, I mean, like, a good round to win, super important, but it's still terrifying for them. Losing that many guns, being in such a position economically, and being down in rounds so far. I mean, like, you're definitely a little bit worried for Snice here. I mean, if they lose this round, they're not going to be able to buy. It could ruin the rest of this game for them.
Absolutely. And here we have kind of a default here, but the stun is going to come out, and Aaron will find Flame. Let's see if he goes for more here. Three players are going to look to be pushed up C long. The problem is the KJ is kind of alone over there, and she has bomb.
Enemy tag. Enemy tag.
She gets tagged with the silver dart, and she is going to instantly back up for her team. As it looks like Nightshade isn't going to push up any further. Just kind of holding their positions on C, on their respective sites. As Snice looks to be going towards A, with the lurk towards B from the Sova. And it looks like they're gonna get A site for free, as the entire site is clear. It looks like there is gonna be a flank coming out from Nightshade, but you have to understand Nas is watching here, but Zoom is aware of the potential lurk, and he's gonna find Nas. Aaron will find Jamil. Can he get any more? Let us will find Aaron. It's gonna be a jet diff there, as it looks like there's a defuse going off right now. The defender Killjoy is going to come out. Mansky's going to find Karma. Flash out. And the defuse is continuing right there. The flash will come out. He's sticking the bomb. Can he get it here? And the defenders are going to get that round as it comes 8-2. As Mansky's just going to kind of up to save his gun there. But wow, and that's going to be another round for Nightshade. Just overall, just beautifully played from them. But one thing to realize is that Killjoy lockdown on Snice is available, so that can be a very powerful tool for stopping a retake from the defenders, or just getting onto a site, really. So let's see how they opt to use that, if at all, this round.
Placing swarm grenade.
Zenon will place that Killjoy alarm bot on garage, just making sure no one can kind of come up there without being punished for it. As there is going to be a garage and C push, Zenon will find Flame with the alarm bot that I just mentioned, but Zoom is going to find Lettuce. Aaron will find Jamil.
Spike down.
Zoom
B.
is kind of just
One enemy
opting
remaining.
to spray, and that's going to instantly right away be a 4v1, and right away that round is over. Zoom finding Mansky, and that's going to be another round for Nightshade.
Last round before the
9-2.
switch.
And I mean, let's hope
everything you
there's no
have. We
9-3
lose
curse
it
here.
anyway.
But if Nightshade wins this round, it's going to be a 10-2. And at that point, you have to think, I mean, you know, Nightshade could just run away with this map right away. I mean, I know they played earlier. They played this map one time before in the first game, and they were pretty dominant on that too. So maybe you could chalk it up to the fact that they have their
Get out of
strats.
my way.
But as you can see, Snice is kind of just running a default, trying to get information. The Jet's gonna push up once again. And let's see if there's anything there. Check the corner and Jamil will find Aaron. That's a crucial mistake from him right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that, oh my god, Karma gets the two. Holy.
Down A.
Karma just doing so much work on the side of Nightshade. Just beautiful right there. And
Absolutely.
he's gonna have his Hunter's Fury available. Let's see if he'll opt to use that right there. I figure if he gets enough information as to where the attackers are, he might actually opt to use it,
Omen.
and he does. And the op is gonna find Nas. The Hunter's Fury is gonna come out, and he finds Flame. He tags him with it. As that recon dart is gonna come out. Just so much oppressive Sova utility coming out right there. The Omen TP will come out.
Last player
Karma will
standing.
find Lettuce. That's gonna be a third on the round, and it looks like, wow, it looks like Zoom is just gonna have to, well, not Zoom, my apologies. It looks
30
like the Omen
seconds
player, Force Nice, is just gonna run right into the op, but it misses. Zoom is gonna opt
That's
to
rough.
drop that for a rifle, but you have to realize that it's still a 4v1, ladies and gentlemen. As
Yeah,
Karma will
absolutely.
find that flank, he sees Flame. He's just kind of running for the
10
hills right
seconds
here.
left.
And Karma will
Running
find
for
a
nothing,
fourth on
though.
the round. Just beautifully played. Just wow. I mean, the first two
Switching
maps we
sides.
saw Aaron just on a tear, and it looks like Karma right now is his time to shine. He's just doing incredibly well, and you have to realize, I mean, this is a
BYB
historically
fam. Going to
attack-sided
Astral
map.
to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
Nightshade just being completely oppressive, just absolutely destroying Snice Alliance or Snice on the defense. So yeah, I mean, they're on the attack now, and let's see how they can capitalize off this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super curious. I mean, this half, I'm really hoping to see something from Snice. They aren't giving up. That's always a good sign. So, let's see if that determination is enough to get some rounds over on Nightshade.
Another point here, I mean, you have to realize, like, there haven't been any timeouts at all this game. So Snice, maybe they don't realize that they that it's necessary, just maybe even as a mental reset, you know. Flame is gonna find Karma there
Spike down mid.
after going to mid. Lettuce is gonna find Aaron. That is pretty huge. Zoom is gonna kind of retreat into spawn. Just a lot of aggression coming out from the defenders right here. As Crusoe is gonna be low. Zoom is gonna find Flame though. The spray is gonna come out. There's shots being traded off. Truso at 9 HP. Kind of sprays through that wall there. Both players at low
Last player
HP.
standing.
Jamil is going to find Zoom. And it looks like that is going to be a one round for the defenders. A huge pistol to win. Because,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, you gotta realize, I mean, pistol rounds can be super important to just, you know, gaining momentum.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you're down so many rounds, like you do not want to lose pistol round. That sets you up for like, especially with the score as it was, that would set them up for a 12-2, and that's just not something you want to be up against.
Right. And I mean, you know, it's
up.
just important to you know, keep in mind to just keep your mental in line after those pistol rounds, because a lot of the time, you know, after people lose them, it can get pretty tough. Flame is gonna find Crusoe with that Marshall though, just kind of a result of the force. It looks like Nightshade is gonna lean towards A here. I mean, really, ultimately, they're just gonna have to see what they can do. As it looks like there's gonna be 2 players, and Nas will find
down
2,
A.
but he's gonna go down. Lettuce kind of sprays there, updrafts, and he dashes
enemy
out. Lettuce is
remaining.
gonna find Aaron. He's gonna get shot through that, but Lettuce will find Zoom, and that is gonna be a 1 round for Snice. Kind of just coming back there.
Yeah, definitely. This is what I wanted to see from Snice. This is the comeback that I was expecting from them. These are incredible players that can put out an incredible performance, and I think they can definitely show that here today. And that's what they're doing. And we can see Lettuce is opting to get a rifle here, trying to even the tide against Nightshade, considering the buy that they're going to be on, and what losing this round could mean for Snice.
Right. And this is the round that we expect Nightshade to win, because it is Snice's bonus. So let's see if they can try to capitalize off the util.
Yeah, this is a very scary round for Snice.
Yeah. Looks like there are going to be some shots exchanged. Nothing hit though for Flame. He's just going to kind of try to proc and prod. Jamil's going to have that judge. He's going to get shot down by Karma though. It is going to be down. Lettuce is going to flick onto Aaron, but it's traded instantly by Crusoe. Yeah, it looks like Nightshade is going to kind of find that plant onto B. And now it is up to Snice to retake. Shot coming out, misses. And that judge isn't going to do anything.
Last player
Karma
standing.
finds 3 in the round, 4 in the round. And I mean, he is just continuing to go on a tear here. 11-4. That is going to be another round 1 for Nightshade. Very important round to win on that bonus.
Yeah, definitely. And now it's looking mighty scary for just Nice here, 11-4. But if Fnatic is any example, you know, this is not the end. This is definitely something that you can come back from.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you can never count yourself out. It's a matter of, you know, there's a certain amount of teams that know how to win well. They take a win well, obviously, but it takes a different type of team to be able to lose well and to learn from those mistakes and to kind of bounce it back. So let's see if Snice can kind of do that here, as we are going to have the first full gun round of the game.
Yeah, and a really, really important one as well, all things considered. I mean, we've been saying that this entire game, all of these rounds are incredibly important. And, you know, it's kind of just putting into perspective just how much this game could mean for the side of Snice. I mean, they're fighting for their lives here in a 11-4 game.
Right. I mean, you know, you gotta just take into account, you know, like, if they can manage to come back here, what will that say about their ability in comparison to Nightshade, who has been on a tear? You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, that's the kind of thing you expect here, you know. Nightshade definitely has something special. Their roster is incredible, but, you know...
Lettuce will updraft and find Karma. That is huge.
Oh my.
Wow. A beautiful shot.
Absolutely. I mean, Lettuce is a force to be reckoned with
Lettuce with
those
the knives.
jet
He's gonna
knives.
find Aaron as well. Shots on the hell. Find the third.
Oh!
And he's gonna miss that shot onto Zenon. Zenon is gonna find someone with the swarm grenade too. And let's see what happens
One
here.
enemy remaining.
Flame will find Zenon. That's gonna be
Don't
another
interrupt
1
my
round
work.
for Snice.
Yeah, I mean, Snice is they are doing everything they can. They are scratching and clawing here, trying to bring down the wall that is Nightshade, the wall that Nightshade presents to be here in VCL. But you know, this wall has lost before, and they can lose again. Snice is just trying to show that, hey, we're still in this, and you could definitely still lose to us. So show us some respect.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's you have to realize, like, there is totally a mental battle going on here, because it's like, you know, at a certain point, Nightshade will start to disrespect the other team, poke and prod, and, you know, Snice is gonna have to end up, you know, telling him, hey, you know, we're not gonna let you do that. You gotta you know, we're not gonna let you disrespect us. And that seems to be kind of what's happening here. It's 11-5. Flame is gonna find Aaron as the spray is gonna come out in mid. There are 3 towards B here. Actually, a 4th is gonna come up.
Enemy tagged.
As we do know that there is definitely plenty of mid presence from Nightshade right now.
Yeah, I mean, oh my, a lot of bullets coming out there.
Right, yeah, the
here in
garage
mid.
door is gonna get broken. But no one is in there at the moment. I say that, but it looks like the Killjoy is gonna kind of come up a little bit towards garage. And right now, I mean, you know, it's kind of slow. It looks like Nightshade is kind of lean towards C, as Jamil seems to just kind of trying to be taking space with that judge. There's not much he can do. It is close quarters, but if Nightshade opts to rotate, then that could come up huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like the Astra Star is gonna come out. There's a setup there. Flame is gonna find Karma, and it looks like Nas is kind of looking towards there. He's gonna find Zoom, and I mean, it is all just starting to fall apart. As Zenon is kind of creeping in towards garage. Nothing going on there. Flame finding Crusoe.
Spike down, C.
But Zenon will get the trade. The op is gonna come down. He's gonna find 2, and that's all he's gonna get. And ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be another round from Snice, clawing their way back here round by round by round. That is just how you're gonna have to do it, as it looks like Nightshade is finally gonna opt for a timeout.
Yeah, and what a big timeout here from Nightshade. They definitely need to get their heads on straight. Relic is showing them that. You know, Relic has shown that his timeouts, his talks, they bring something to Nightshade, and I wonder if this talk is going to be when Nightshade needs to close this out. I mean, if we take a look at the alt economy, once we start seeing the game again, we'll see that Nightshade is definitely a force to be reckoned with every ult except for the Astra ult being one away. Compared to what Snice has, I mean, Snice is in a really scary position, but I don't know. It definitely could be a huge comeback here, and I don't want to see Snice give up here. So we'll definitely see what happens, but it's going to be really scary from here on out for Snice.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see how both teams handle this. I mean, like I said, the comeback is kind of starting to mount here. Hopefully there's no caster's curse there, but the comeback is starting to mount for Snice, and it would be incredible. Just like you said, a kind of pulling a Fnatic there. You know, it would be incredible to see them come all the way back.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, I expect big things from this team, and I think they're gonna show that everyone else should have been expecting the exact same when we came into this match.
Right. Karma is gonna kind of try to find some information. He does tag Jamil with that drone, but he doesn't see the second. Aaron is gonna try to go for the plant. He's gonna get beamed, and he's gonna barely survive, but it's gonna his teeth. He's just getting really, honestly, util dumped here. He's flashed, breach stunned, breach aftershocked. And he's gonna try to use those knives to his advantage. He will find one before dying, and that is honestly really impressive. The Hunter's Fury is gonna come out from Karma. And let's see if he can capitalize off of that at all. The op will miss as Crusoe will find Lettuce. And there is going to be an aftershock coming out there as Jamil is going to get the half of the bomb. But it looks like Crusoe is going to find Flame. And let's see if they can honestly win the round here. He's going to...
Oh my god!
And he wins the round! Oh
Holy!
my goodness. The spray just narrowly missing. And Jamil is going to get, honestly, what is an incredibly important clutch. I mean, you have to realize, I mean, they were down a man, they were down, like he had no business winning that round, but somehow he manages to turn it around, and that is going to be another round for Snice. Wow, just, I mean, incredibly impressive from Snice right now. I mean, we talked about them earlier and what they're capable of, and we weren't impressed in the beginning of the game, but now it's starting to show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're showing that they're definitely a force to be reckoned with, and
right.
You know, Nightshade is seeing that today, bringing it, like, them coming back so hard, 11-7 here from a 10-2 game. It's incredible.
It looks like Aaron is gonna push up. He's gonna entry there. Jamil is gonna actually spot him there as he kind of
Spike planted.
tries to avoid that Killjoy lockdown. Mansky is gonna try to go for the flank. Karma is gonna find him though, as Nas is gonna kind of drone out. He spots him there, and Nas is just gonna find Aaron kind of peeking up way too much there. Flame is gonna kind of onto heaven, and the Sova Dart is gonna come up, and it will end up scanning them. They do have that entry onto the site, and they are gonna have to try to stick the bomb here. But the Killjoy utility is just kind of making it really difficult here, as the Nanoswarm is gonna come out. The tap is gonna come out from the bomb, and it looks like they're just gonna opt to save here, as the Omen, Snice's Omen is just gonna kind of TP and try to get some kills, but in vain, as Karma will find him.
Match point.
Beautiful, just intuition there.
Absolutely, and you know, I will say that Nightshade throughout this series has won both games 13-7. So this is kind of a scary round, especially scary match point for Snice here. I mean, how crazy would it be to win all three 13-7?
Wow. Yeah, no, that would be actually incredible. That'd be crazy. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. It is match point, so like, you know, let's see if Nightshade can kind of close it out here. They are gonna push up. There is a breach in short, so let's see if he can capitalize with that shot. He misses a few shots, but will still find Karma. Picks up the rifle and gets instantly destroyed by Aaron. Nas is gonna try to get something with that Hunter's Fury, but it won't find anything at all. Aaron will find Flame, and that is gonna be honestly that's really detrimental for Snice, as they're gonna have to retake with a man disadvantage. The monkey will come out though, as Crusoe will find Mansky, and that's gonna be one last 4 for Aaron on the round to close it out. And it looks like Nightshade is gonna take the 3rd map in a row.
What a performance, bringing Nightshade, who have been fighting every qualifier, streamed all the way to semis, lost last time, but they've shown that, hey, just because we lost last time doesn't mean it'll happen again.
Right, just absolutely beautifully played from Nightshade. I mean, they had a insane lead to start the map. And I mean, even though Snice kind of mounted a comeback for a little bit there, it was really, I mean, honestly, just incredible job from Snice to not completely lose their mental after kind of getting blown out for a little bit. Incredible just effort from Snice. But in the end, the momentum for Nightshade was just too high in the beginning, and it looks like they are gonna kind of win out that 3rd map and move on to the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one more map. We followed Nightshade this entire time, and it's been super entertaining. Thank you for sticking with us this whole time. It's going to be really awesome to see how if Nightshade can win it all here. The bracket actually is going to be Nightshade versus either Team Statics or PvE. So
who's gonna tell him?
Huh?
Who's gonna tell him?
Oh,
Nobi.
yeah.
Whoever goes to finals, as in Nightshade, is in finals for Rivals. Like,
Right. So
they're done with the qualifiers.
Right. So that's gonna
there's
be
nothing now.
Right. So that's actually gonna be it. Sorry about that. They're generally OPL lists it as qualified, but it did list this as open. So whoever, it looks like Nightshade is actually gonna qualify, and either PvE or Team Statics will move on as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna conclude all 3 maps. It's GG's. Again, just incredibly played all around from Nightshade. You know, just everyone in the chat who's supported them this entire stream, I'm sure everyone on Nightshade is happy about that. And
Absolutely.
just ultimately just, wow, just beautifully played. And what we are gonna do, we are going to have a quick little intermission, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare ourselves for our player interviews. It is gonna be Lettuce and Karma. Lettuce is from Snice and Karma from Nightshade. So ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. We will return. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome. We actually have player interviews for you guys right here. We have the top frags from both teams. We have Lettuce and we have Karma. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Do you want to go first, Lettuce, or me?
Yes, we're gonna do Lettuce first. But yeah, these two are our top frags. We'll start out with Lettuce. You guys did incredibly well. It was such an entertaining game to watch. Nightshade was on a tear, honestly, in the first kind of part of the game. But as soon as the half turned around, you guys picked it up. Seriously, you guys kind of started to mount a comeback. It was super impressive to see. So, tell me, like, what was your mental kind of going into the second half, or really at the end of the first half going into the second half?
So like at the beginning we were all just like trolling because we saw the other team was like all immortals, and then like after we won like one round we were like we can actually win this, and then we started trying, and then like yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys were basically like, I mean, you kind of just decided, hey, like we have a chance here, and let's kind of just pick it up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, did you did you know anything about the other team, about Nightshade, before coming into this match? Had you heard anything before, or were you kind of just going into it blind?
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Awesome. So it was kind of just more or less like, okay, well, let's kind of go and let's just see what we can do here.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right, and last question from me, at least. Kind of tell me about your thought process in terms of strats. Like, were you, not anything specific, of course, but did you guys like have a set strat, or were you kind of just going into it sort of like, let's just go, let's have fun, let's pick our, do comfort picks, all that stuff.
We did a bit, like we did some scrims, but like we didn't really like make a bunch of executes since we were playing with like a sub.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, all in all, like, well done for only having done a few scrims and not having practiced any execs. Definitely, it's gonna be one of those situations where when you guys decide to kind of start focusing more on that, and you put more time in, the more time you guys spend as a team, I mean, the more you're just gonna, you will fry everyone, honestly. So it'll be awesome to see. But yeah, anything from Paper Teeth?
Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious, coming into, the third qualifiers. I believe you guys were around for the first two, if you correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I'm kind of curious to where your guys' head is at coming into the semifinals and losing.
That was kind of sad, but like we made it pretty far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the nice thing is we do have lucky number 4, so it's definitely possible that Snice could be qualifying here, and you could get your rematch against Nightshade in the finals of VCL Rivals. So that brings me right on to my next question: will we be seeing Snice again?
Probably. Yeah.
Absolutely, awesome. That's always good to hear. Well, my last question to you, I mean, obviously there's a reason you're up here, but do you believe that there's anyone on your team that you can like contribute to, picking up your mental, keeping you guys on track, anything like that? Because I mean, in my opinion, that's definitely what kept you guys in the game for as long as you guys were there.
Wait, what? I was eating food, my bad.
No, you're okay. I was chowing on pizza the entire stream, bro. I get it. No. Like, is there someone on your team that you think like you could contribute to keeping your mentals up throughout that game? I mean, like coming back from 10-2 to 13-7 is, I mean, it doesn't sound like that much, but like in reality, that's huge, and I'm kind of curious like who you contribute that to.
Yeah, like everyone kind of contributed, like Jamil, Mansky, and Blame and Naz, like they kind of like just hyped each other up.
Absolutely. Well, it was nice hearing from you, Lettuce, and I can't wait to see what happens with Snice next time, but I'm going to pass it back to Nobi to talk to our winners MVP.
Awesome. So, Karma, I just want to say, first of all, I mean, congratulations for just doing incredibly well across the entire tournament. We spectated you guys the whole time. You, particularly you, Aaron, Zoom, you guys all, I mean, like, literally every single person on the team had a moment where it was like, just wow. You know, it was a super impressive showing of skill. And I mean, it's just an example of, you know, the chance that you guys have coming into the finals. I mean, you guys, honestly, you have a really good chance of just kind of going all the way here. So it was super exciting to watch. I just want to say congratulations for qualifying.
Thank you.
How do you feel right now that after you played those 3 games and you've won, honestly, in quite dominant fashion?
Well, to be honest, I'm like sick right now, so we're kind of just like, we knew that after the first qualifier, I think we lost in the 3rd round or something, like just before qualifying. I think we lost to Divine. Yeah, I think we lost to Divine, and then last week when we lost to Dominions in overtime, we felt like we didn't lose to the other team. Like we more felt like we lost ourselves because we made so many mistakes. But like this qualifier, we didn't have our main duelist playing, so we had our other player sub in, and he just owned on map 1. And after like our first game today, after we won like that and he dropped 30 kills, I just had a feeling like today's gonna be a really good day. And so, and like honestly, the main reason why we won is because Relic, like our coach, every time we called a timeout, even though we'd be up a certain amount of rounds or whatever, he would always tell us to just like calm down and just stay focused on the game. So most of the time it was really just Relic coaching us and being like a really good like, I want to say mentor in a way. Like he was just keeping us on track and making sure that we don't get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like this game, I wanted to go for 30 kills. I just had a feeling. I was like we're gonna qualify, so I just want to go for 30 kills. And so, but my team is just too good, and I couldn't get 30 kills.
You know, I mean, and honestly, it's awesome to have a coach that is just able to, you know, encourage you, but also, you know, bring you back down to earth when you're doing well. You know, sometimes that's super necessary, because honestly, there are a lot of situations where a team can be in the lead, and you guys almost kind of saw that on Haven in the last match. I mean, they kind of started, the other team, Snice, started to kind of mount a comeback there, and you reined it back in, especially after that timeout, and you guys brought it back. You know, so it's awesome to have a coach like that.
Yeah. It was really fun though.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So going forward, how do you feel about the finals? Do you think, you know, given the other teams that I'm not sure if you know much about the other teams that have qualified, but you know, given the teams that have qualified already, how are your feelings going into the finals?
We've scrimmed Firefly before, and I'm pretty sure we're pretty confident playing against that team. And then when we played against Divine and lost on Pearl, I'm pretty sure we had another player on our team that he's not on the roster anymore, but he made a weird decision to run Gecko, and so it lost us the game. And so it really felt like we should have qualified the first qualifier, but then again, we were like new, and it was like our first week as a team. So now that we're getting more practice and stuff, everything's going a lot better.
Right.
But it kind of sucks that we didn't qualify with our main duelist. But I mean, T's a really insane player. Like he's really insane. I think Aaron and T are probably like they're top players on our team.
Right.
When they have their moments, they kind of just take over the game. So
it was absolutely insane. It was so entertaining even just to see Aaron just have those crazy moments. I mean, the guy got an ace and then got a 4K in the round right after. So, you know,
he was just firing on all cylinders. Like in his first like tournament performance, he dropped 30 kills, and it just like he's just insane. But like Bang or Maki's in or IGL, it's amazing calls every time. We knew what we were doing the whole time, and we knew that a lot of our rounds a lot of the rounds that we lost, like I think it was round 8 or so on defense. We went for like a push or something, and it ended up like not working out, and like our Astra died on C, and then like they just took C site, and so like it's kind of hard to retake without our smokes. But other than that, like after we fixed that and we realized what the other team was doing, we just took map space everywhere else. So I'm not trying to like leak too much of what we do, but like we adapted really well and we're improving every week. So hopefully finals will be fun.
No, that is so awesome to hear. Well, I mean, again, congratulations to you. I mean, you did incredibly well. Your team did incredibly well. It was, once again, it was so entertaining to see. And with that, that is going to do it for me. Do you have any other questions, Paper Teeth?
No, honestly, I think you covered everything. I mean, all I have to say really is just congratulations. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this on stream, all things considered, but as someone who helped with a lot of the tryouts and construction for Nightshade's high elo team, cough cough, running the entire trial by myself, cough cough, Roddy Rich, cough cough. You know, it's really nice to see that the people that I told him, you know, he was trolling if he didn't pick up, are performing exactly like I expected them to. I mean, you guys are incredible, honestly, and I expected nothing less from you.
Thank you.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you again for tuning into the VCL Rivals third qualifier. We followed Nightshade through their entire run through the qualifier, and they ended up winning the entire thing. So it was awesome to see. Like I said, they did it in dominating fashion. Just so entertaining. So thank you guys for bringing that entertainment, and thank you guys, the viewers, for watching. Everyone who came out to support their team, we appreciate it. I know there have been a lot of Nightshade fans in the chat. I'm looking at UT. You're definitely like in the chat, just showing love for your respective teams, and it was awesome to see. So thank you everyone for tuning into the third qualifier. We will be back soon. We have one more, and we also have the finals. So stay tuned. Look out for our announcements on our Discord server, and if you're not already part of that Discord server, you can definitely join. It is, I'm sure it's somewhere on the Twitch, probably on the panels. You can take a look at that and join our Discord if you are new. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great night.
And that's going to be one dart down and a double kill for him as well. One there, and it's fading away into a 4K. Looks like we are seeing the Silva push up there, and that's the first one tap, two tap, and there's the spray down, and it's a collateral ace with a ghost.